How many non-Christmas movies?
Yeah.
0.
You don't watch any?
Do you have like a non-Christmas movie you watch every Christmas?
No, I just mean like it tends to be a season that we're home more, so
Okay.
we watch movies.
Uh,
So outside of Christmas movies, what are some movies that you're watching?
yeah, I don't watch movies.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, welcome once again to the Unbroken Ground, another fabulous podcast with Jim. This is the Christmas episode. So
Christmas!
Maybe we'll do some Christmas themed things, or maybe we won't, because in case you didn't know, neither one of us prepared. In fact,
None of you listen long enough to find out anyway. So
I think they
unless we start right off the bat with Christmas stuff,
yeah.
which we could.
Yeah, I mean, I think people just do. I mean, because the truth is like we didn't even know we were gonna do this today until you texted me like this morning at like 10 o'clock, and you're like, "Hey,
That's true.
do you want to
We
eat
should-
sometime?"
We should do something.
And so,
And now we're here.
Now-
We're doing it spur of the moment.
yeah,
And just so to keep with the Christmas theme, there is 0 Christmas in your house.
yeah, I know, yeah.
0 Christmas.
Here's 0 Christmas in my house and in my heart because I'm a Grinch.
Okay.
No, not really. There's a lot of Christmas in my heart, but yeah, this year Callie decided that she didn't want to decorate, and I always give her a hard time, and so I was like, "I'm not. You can decorate. I'll help or whatever." And she's like, "Yeah, I just don't want to decorate this year," and which is weird because last year we went to Texas. I think we left the day. I think we left on Christmas Eve, maybe. And then we came back after New Year's. So, but last year she was like, the tree's going up for the 2 weeks we're here. And I was like, okay. And so this year we're going to be here at the house all Christmas. And we got no Christmas.
No Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife kind of did the same thing to me. I mean, we still have snowmen because my wife likes snowmen, decorations, and we always have Christmas lights somewhere in the house,
Yeah.
regardless of the time of year. So,
Yeah.
but she definitely told me we're not getting the decorations out.
Yeah.
So my wife is going through something similar, I guess.
I don't know. Kelly posted something really long about how she just didn't want to live up to like the expectations of, and her family I think is more so than like her dad is very much I like Christmas is his holiday, his favorite holiday,
Oh, okay.
and so she's like said several times of like, oh, I can't tell my dad that I'm not putting my Christmas tree up, and I was like, you can, you just go, hey, not put a Christmas tree up, like.
Sure.
But you know, just kind of that whole expectation of like not meeting up to the expectations of that. So yeah, it's a little different. I have
So what was the post?
So the
like,
post was
Screw
all,
you, Christmas? And a
Yeah.
picture of a blank wall or something?
it was a picture out our door. It was actually it was a long post. It was really
a
really
long
good. If you're a Facebook friend, you can go read it. But
I think I am Facebook. I just don't do Facebook anymore.
yeah,
I mean, I do it for work, and then that's about it.
she basically was like, you feel like you're supposed to do blank whatever it is to be Christmas, and she's like, can we do something different? Is that okay? And like kind of walking through that, and we are doing something different this year, and just being okay. And then she gets into the whole, God is the same, and Jesus' birth is still being celebrated, and but we're just not having the trappings. And then she says like, I didn't post this for you to feel sorry for me or think I'm weird. You probably think I'm weird anyway. And I was like, and that's what I did say. That's how I responded. I was like, I think
Of
you're
course.
weird, but you chose to marry me, so that's really on you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, it is. I really am kind of meh to like Christmas decorations. Like
Mhm.
they're fine, but usually my gripe is with Christmas music because I feel like it's too repetitive and it's the same song sung by different people. But
Mm.
this year I've been listening to some because Spotify unwrapped wrapped me up into
Mm.
who I am. 4 out of my 5 most listened to genres were indie. I
Okay.
had indie folk, indie Christian, and just indie.
Oh, okay. All right.
Those were the four out of
Those,
my
those are your top.
and contemporary Christian because I listened to Switchfoot. Like that was like
Oh,
it was all
sure.
like you also listen to Switchfoot, so
Yeah, yeah.
welcome to that genre.
Okay.
But like I have, there's a whole lot of Christmas music that Chris Renesma, I never know how to say his name,
Mm.
but he has a Christmas album out that's got some different takes on some classic hymns, but also just some like Christmas songs. One of them's like called Christmas in the Midwest, and it's all about how when it snows we complain of like, oh, we should go somewhere it doesn't snow. But he's like, but you really want to be here in the Midwest. He's like,
Mhm.
you go to start your car and 0 degrees, your battery has died. He's like, and you complain about it, but like Christmas in the Midwest is best.
It is the
So-
best.
So
I love the fact that we have snow. It's all melting, but I love the snow.
I embrace that as well. I do. I do embrace that the Midwest. We have had Christmas-like snow for the last couple of days, so I embrace that. So I've even started listening. I've listened to more Christmas music than Callie has. So
Hmm.
she's trying out some new leaves, trying something different this year, and I'm just like. But on the flip side, we are doing Advent. We've got our whole church has got doing Advent together. So we've got 24 envelopes that we're opening and reading. Each day, everybody's reading the same envelope and
Oh,
then
wow.
responding. But then Callie and I also have a book that we found, I think at Ollie's. Good Stuff Cheap Store. They have books in there. You can
Oh,
just
okay.
and she found an Advent book, and so I think we're reading through that this year too. So like we've got
Oh,
a double-barreled Advent.
nice.
Focus on
You're
that.
really anticipating the king.
Well, so 2 years ago, we had an Advent book, and our church wasn't doing it at the same time. And it kind of has been hit and miss. Like, we're not doing like the Advent candles this year at church. We have done that in the past, but we're not doing it this year. But growing up in a lot of the Baptist churches I was in, Advent candles were a thing, and
Mhm.
you lighten you always had some family and lighten the candles and all that kind of stuff. And so it's always kind of been a bigger tradition for us. But about 3 years ago, we read a book for Advent that we really liked, and then last year we read one and we started it, and it was like, well, this is trash, and so we didn't finish that.
Okay.
So we're liking this one. We're liking this one better, and just having the church's kind of, it's a Bible verse, and it's just kind of a good devotional thought. It's short. Like yesterday's was about how much God loves us, and it was like, send a Christmas card to somebody who doesn't expect it.
Hmm.
Spread that love.
Sure.
And so yeah, it's pretty cool. So, but the house is not going to be.
Or write a
Decorated.
Facebook post validating your Grinchness.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, I mean, we did almost start the podcast with your favorite Christmas heresy. So
That
I
is,
mean,
that is true.
yeah. So it's just a different. I don't know. The first Christmas that Callie and I spent in Illinois at camp, because that's when we used to have to. We kind of rotated Christmas because we'd have a group that would come
Oh, yeah, we
shortly after the holidays, like
Yeah, we had a,
Chinese group that would
right.
come.
yeah.
And so I think we got like the first time we had to stay, and we didn't go back to Texas for Christmas, and like that was really hard for Callie. Now that was almost 17 years ago, so
Mhm.
she's gotten past that. So that's not as hard, like not being with family on Christmas Day. But it was really hard. Like she very emotional. We went to East Peoria and ate at the what was the buffet called? Camp Street Buffet, like that we used to do the dinners at. Like it was when it was still open. That we went there for Christmas Day. The one on
The Chinese place?
yeah, that was on Camp Street. That was,
Oh yeah, I forgot what it was called.
I just call it the Camp Street Buffet, but it's now it's a different buffet.
Yeah.
But it was closed for COVID closed it down. But
Mhm.
but yeah, that was our first Christmas away, and that was really hard for her. But I just never really like for her family. Christmas is definitely like this really time, like this dedicated time where you guys go and like spend the night at grandma's house, and we spend 2 or 3 days together. And my Christmas was always like, yeah, we go over to grandma's house for about 2 hours and 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours, or whatever, and then we go home. Like, and so it was never like a super big event. I mean, it was big because you got to see all the family, and when we were young, there was lots of Christmas toys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was never just that big of a thing for me. So I was always kind of like, yeah, all right. Well, if I'm at home, I'm at home. If I'm not, I'm not.
Yeah.
Whatever. So Callie's had to grow a lot in that, and she's kind of come full circle because she was like, it was very hard for her to be away. And now she's just like, nah, I don't have to put up the tree. And I give her a hard time, and I pretend to be a Grinch, and so I'm just like, yeah, okay. I don't know how to give you a hard time this year because I get to be the Grinch, and now you're just like, and she's not Grinch, like she doesn't dislike Christmas. She's
right.
not. She's just like, I'm just not gonna like drag it all out.
Yeah, not do all the weird,
yeah.
decoration stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's our kind of thing.
Hmm.
So you said Amber's kind of a little bit the same, not just dragging all the stuff out, but I mean, you guys are still are you guys gonna be hosting your own Christmas now that you've got married kids that kind of change the dynamics of where you go and what you do and all that?
Yeah, it'll be, so this will be first, there's just a lot of transition stuff going on. So this will be the first year without my grandparents. And so there's little excuse for my cousins to get together.
Yeah.
I mean, my aunts and uncles and cousins, because now we're all adults, and so they're all the grandparents, and so
they have their own Christmases they kind of go to.
Yeah, so I think this will be the first year that we don't see some of my extended family. And so, and I think for a long time, or for the last few years, because my kids are all gotten older, and this transitions don't happen necessarily hard. I mean, it's been kind of a slow melt away from like big family Christmases to just like, oh, this is all who's here? Not everybody's here? Okay. And so I think we're moving more towards the like bunch of old people sitting around kind of Christmases.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, my kids are all older. And so another couple of years and then they'll be kids again, but it'll just be their kids,
Right.
like. And
You'll
so,
be the grandparents. Cool.
Yeah, and we'll be the grandparents and my parents will be the greats, and it'll be weird. And so, yeah, so we'll go to Wisconsin and we'll hang out with my parents for Christmas, I think. And then I think we're staying over the weekend because Marshall and Rebecca will come up over the weekend to Wisconsin to see that whole side of the family, and we'll just see who we can. And so, yeah, it's just a bunch of, I don't think our family is very traditional, as in like we need things to happen. There's not going to be stuff that we're like, until we go through the holiday and we realize, oh, we didn't do this.
Yeah.
Then we'll do it next year or something, like, I mean, like the traditions are all the fun stuff that everybody likes, they weren't doing anyway. like cookies. There's going to be a bunch of cookies. I know that. I know my mom's not making them, and so my daughter will, and so like there's while. So I guess that would be a tradition. Making cookies, but we don't really do that together. That's just things that are there. It's like part of the dinner.
Yeah, Callie's family still does a, even though, well, I mean, she's got like one surprise, her sister has one surprise baby who's like 7 now or 8. They still do, like every year that I've been in a Christmas there, like her immediate family, so her and her sister's mom and dad, they will have to have one night where we're at their house, and that's when everybody gets the gifts and out from underneath the tree, and everybody opens them like one at a time, even if you don't have a whole lot of stuff.
Sure.
And so that's a tradition that they have, and Callie's trying to keep this alive for this tradition, and that's her Santa. Not her mom, not her mom at all, but Santa stuffs a stocking when after everybody goes to bed on Christmas Eve, or they're around, depending on when you were there. And one time, Santa's helper, Callie's mom, started to stuff the stockings because she was like, "I'm too old to stay up this late. You guys go to bed or watch me." And Callie's like, "You cannot do that." And so she's kind of. But I don't even know. Sometimes they'll send us, like her mom will send us a package with the stuffing, like a stocking stuffer, so if we're not going to make it to Texas. So I don't know if we've got, I think that's on its way.
Sure.
There's a package we're getting that has instructions like, you can open this part, but don't open this part.
Oh, yeah.
So,
okay.
So that's possible. But yeah, I don't, yeah, Callie and I would say, so back to the original Christmas movie collection question. Callie and I would say we play more board games than watch movies.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I think I've watched like maybe 3 movies this whole entire year. So, yeah, I don't watch movies anymore. Or much.
All right. Yeah.
I did watch Red One last year.
Red One, the Christmas one?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Christmas? I think we watched that while we were at my parents' house.
The Rock. And
Yeah, because there again, my parents are old, and so sitting around watching a movie is kind of what they like doing.
Yeah.
My mom's kind of a big game person. I mean, like she likes doing things. So if you're just sitting around the table talking, she'll be like, "Let's play a game," or "Let's watch a movie." You know, like let's do stuff.
Right.
Where the rest of us don't really care what we do. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I recently procured a game called Zombicide.
Zombicide.
And you're basically killing zombies.
Oh, all right.
And as a group, it's all cooperative, trying to accomplish some objectives and like leave the map. And I took it to we have our men's group at church, and they were trying to gather some fellowship opportunities outside of just we have a lot of times we meet once a month on Saturdays, like at 7 from 7 to 8:30, and so they wanted to try to develop some hey, let's go ahead, let's hang out elsewhere, and so they did a game, and so I took Zombicide, and it was supposed to be like a 2-hour time block, but instead we started playing, and we looked up, and it already passed like 3 hours. We were like, oh, we got to finish this thing.
All right.
So. But the more people you add to a game like that, the longer it takes. So like Callie and I play it, it doesn't take that long. But when you have 6 people going around the circle making decisions and talking, but it's fun. I mean, it's a really fun game to play with people and to see how they think, and like you're working with. If one person dies, everybody dies. So you have to like balance I'm just gonna risk my I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, and if I die, then I die. And it's like, no, you can't. We need you to stay alive because
Oh.
if you die, we all lose.
Hmm.
So
So basically, I would be the antagonist the entire game.
probably, yeah,
Because I'd be like, well, let's go
Yeah.
over here and do this.
Yeah.
And you'd all be like, that's risky.
yeah,
Who cares?
yes,
We all do.
Yes.
Okay.
you would cause people to need to react to you. Oh, Jim's in trouble again. Let's go help him.
Hmm.
So, which
All right.
I mean, which is kind of fun because it gives everybody like on their turn, like, all right, what am I gonna do to help Jim because he's in trouble again. So,
Hmm.
and I didn't even get to play because we had 7 people there, so I was just teaching the game and like kind of going through the rules, which I know this is gonna surprise you, but as a fellow facilitator, still fun.
Yeah. Kind of the preferred role sometimes. I
Yeah.
think.
Like I was like,
I'd rather
I'm-
just be above the game.
Yeah, I can, because, and then it's like, hey, let me help you guys have a fun time, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here for that,
Mhm.
and that's kind of what in some ways, not the only point of facilitating. I'm not saying that, but it is in some ways part of the point, like having some fun and just enjoying yourselves, and so, I didn't debrief at the end of like, well, how could we have worked better, but I could have, like, it is one of those
Sure,
games
sure.
where it's like,
Yeah.
what if we had had some more plans or communicated better,
Mhm.
definitely could have talked through that, but so yeah, it's been so Callie and I played that one. We played so there's a pretty well-known board game called Wingspan, which is about collecting birds, but there's a different version called Wormspan, which is about collecting dragons.
Hmm.
And I like the Wormspan one better, not because I'm a huge nerd and I like dragons. I am a huge nerd who likes dragons, but
Mhm.
that's not the reason I like Wormspan better.
Okay.
The difference is that Wingspan has some mechanics that you can that you almost so it's an engine building game, and so like the point of an engine building game is that you collect all of these kind of different things that allow you to do something really cool at the end of having, like you've put together all the parts.
Hmm.
So you can do something cool with, like, oh, look at what I can do. I can, on one turn, I can do all these things.
Hmm.
But Wingspan, you start losing how many turns you take per round, because every round you lose one of your markers. So, and your markers allow you to take a turn.
Hmm.
So you start with 6 markers, but then
Mhm.
you play 3 rounds. So you play 4 rounds, but you give up 3 markers. And so by the end of the 3rd round, you can only, instead of having all 6 turns to take again, you only have 3 you can take.
Hmm.
And so, or something like that. But it reduces the amount of stuff that you can do when
Mhm.
you've spent all this time like building up to like, oh, I can't wait till I can actually
Sure.
use this stuff and
Do
then
all
it's-
this cool stuff.
and then it's on top of that. One of the ways to get points is just having eggs, and so you could even just basically almost exclusively not have to think about anything else but just getting eggs onto your cards, and you could get a high score.
Hmm.
And so like even if you have some cool engine at the end of the game, like you still have like this, yeah, but you should probably just do the eggs thing because that's how you're going to get those
Sure.
extra points. And
I
so
gotcha.
so Wormspan is a little bit different. It's the same kind of idea in a lot of ways. You're collecting dragons and you're putting them, and there's eggs involved and all kinds of stuff. But the difference is that every turn you get refunded your 6 coins, which is what allows you to do your turns.
Hmm.
So for every round you're going to have possibility of 6, maybe more if you earn some, maybe less if you spend one on like some of them, like the dragons that you entice to come live in your cave. Sometimes they cost a coin, so like you're giving up. In
Hmm.
order to get the dragon, you have to give up one of your coins. So, but at the end of the next round, you get 6 back, even if you only took 5. So
Hmm.
it gives you at the end of as you built up your engine, you still have lots of turns to do in the last round. You still have the same number of turns you did in the first round. So you
Oh,
can
sure.
if you built things well, you can do really cool things.
Hmm.
You're not as limited.
Sure.
So I like that aspect a lot better because it feels like you're rewarded. You're more rewarded for building a cool thing that you can get to do the last round.
Right.
Because you took the time to build it up.
Hmm.
So Wingspan is also a cool game. It's really cool because it's just beautiful. Like you're collecting birds. It's a unique kind of game to play. So I recommend both, but Wormspan I do think has the better mechanics for me.
All right.
So, but I've never played it with more than 2 people, so could change.
There you go.
So
That might change the game.
yeah,
Okay.
I likely would. You can play up to 5, but
All right.
I've only ever played Wormspan with 2. In fact, Callie and I played it a year ago, and then it's been on our shelf since.
Oh, sure.
And because we just have other games. We also, I mean, I was going to school last semester, and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff where we just did play games. So
Yeah.
this Christmas, we're definitely going to be knocking out some games.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the nerdy kind of games, not the cool kind, not the card games like the cool kids play.
Sure.
No euchre here.
No euchre there.
I don't even know how to play euchre. I'm not growing up in the Midwest. I did not get that growing up. So
That's all right. There's a lot of people in the Midwest that don't know how to play euchre. But that's okay. I think. Yeah. I think lately, my wife and I have just been lumps. It's just been kind of a lazy winter. I don't really have extra jobs, and I don't know. I don't really have a project really that I'm doing in the shop. So, I mean, I'll still go down there and tinker, because sitting around the house and doing nothing,
not really your style.
not really my thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there is an element of just like being a lump on a couch that has enticed me lately. So I've been lazy. Been watching whatever, Netflix or something, a bunch.
Yeah. Did we talk about this on the podcast? Did we? I can't remember, because the last movie you watched was like a Mormon. Was that a podcast topic? I can't.
Oh, did we talk about that on? We might have talked about that.
I think
Yeah.
we have.
I mean, my wife did choose a movie, and it was a Mormon missionary movie, which was fun.
Maybe that was just breakfast. I can't remember if it was on the last podcast or
Yeah, I
not.
don't remember if we talked about
It'd
that, but
be a shame to repeat ourselves, so the people who listen would just be up
it
in
doesn't.
arms.
It doesn't matter. It was weird.
I feel like we did talk about that, because I did go. I did watch when we were in the hotel. So Callie and I went to Almost Kentucky a couple weeks ago, see the Great Heavens. I feel like we talked about that. Maybe not. We were in the hotel, and Superman, the new Superman movie was on,
Oh, okay.
and I watched it.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah, because you talked about a dog.
Yeah,
There was a dog
there was a dog,
involved.
Crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember if we did that at breakfast or if that was actually a podcast thing.
Well, I mean, we had the conversation again. So if it was a podcast thing, here you go.
Yeah.
I'm sure we walked down this almost the exact same line.
The funny thing about it is that I was watching it, and I was like, I hadn't really paid attention to the fact that a new Superman movie. I knew there was a new Superman movie, but the tone was such, like, where I came into watching it, like, it was very cartoony and glitchy, kind of. And I was like, is there some kind of Superman parody? Because of the, like...
It wasn't the typical dark...
Well... So,
not that Supermans are dark, but...
Right. It wasn't like a super serious... Like, it was...
I guess I haven't seen any of the new... I am only a Christopher Reeve Superman dude. I've only seen those.
So this one...
Other than Batman versus Superman, which is not a Superman movie. It's a retarded, like... What is happening?
We saw that one together.
Yeah, that was us.
Oh my gosh.
Which we bring that up, I think, a lot on this podcast.
Mostly because it's one of the few movies that I've actually turned to the person I'm watching the movie with and going, do you understand what's going on?
No. I thought there was some samurai guy talking to you, and you were like, that's the Flash. I was like, I don't know who that is. What is happening?
it's too early, and then he's gone. And then not another one of those movies is made. So like the whole, oh, you'll learn later. No, you
No.
won't, because those
Mhm.
movies will never get made. But the new Superman is so it's directed by, I think, James Gunn, who's the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of that
Yes,
level.
I do remember this conversation. We have had this
Yeah.
conversation.
I just don't remember if it was on a podcast or.
Pretty sure it was here
Yeah, well.
because we got the mics on. So why not have the same conversation again?
So that's what I have watched.
Well, yeah. If you don't watch movies, then it's gonna go down the same
Yeah.
road. What's funny is, so during the day or whatever, I'll think of a movie, but I'm not really like I want to watch movies that I've seen before kind of guy.
Right.
And so I'll think of a movie that maybe I haven't seen in a while that I'll be like, oh yeah, I could watch that again. Or I'll think of a movie that I was like, oh, I didn't get to see that movie, maybe I'll watch that. But then at night, sitting on the couch, you click Netflix, and then all the choices come up, and then everything evaporates in your brain, and you're just like, I have no idea what we're looking for anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
So then I just land on whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's the stress of trying to find staff and church partnerships, and just this is I think this season is hard for me because it's a lot of head work, like just in your brain, trying to figure out vision and what's happening for the next year and setting it all up and making it worth things and all of that. And that's hard. That's hard for me. I'd rather build something or do something. And so does Graham. So I think he tore apart a building right now today, but whatever.
We'll tell back to that later.
I mean, he can do those things. Whatever. So I think that's the hardest part, and so maybe that's contributed to the whole like.
Just gonna stay here.
I just don't want to think anymore, because if I think, then I start thinking about camp or staff or what I should be doing or how lame it is just to send email after email after email without getting any response.
Yeah.
But not that I'm complaining. I mean, the benefit of this time of year is my schedule is mine. Like I can kind of create my own work hours, and like it's not demanding. Like I don't ever have to say. I mean, I guess I have meetings and stuff that I have to say that I'm busy for, but pretty much I can tell anybody, yeah, I'm available. You tell me when to meet. So that's kind of nice.
All right, here you go.
Okay.
I'm starting early.
Starting early with.
Would you rather
Okay.
receive money or gifts for Christmas? Well, let me ask you this question before you answer the question.
Okay.
Are you and Ember? Are you guys like gift? You guys get yourselves? You exchange Christmas gifts?
Yes.
Okay. Kylie and I do not. We never have. Like just like maybe 1 or 2 years when we first got married.
Sure.
And we were like, oh, we love each other. Let's give each other Christmas gifts. And then after that, we're like, I don't really care about a gift. And like we didn't have a whole lot of money anyway, so it was just like.
Sure. My wife cares about gifts, so I have. So A, I have to, and B, not that. I mean.
No, it's a valid. You do, because that's her. That like Callie and I's love language is not gift giving or receiving. Like that's not where that lives. So we both know that. So we just like we're not gonna like
Yeah.
major on that.
I think I actually do prefer gifts. Because I think what a gift does, a gift to me just says we're thinking about you. And the reason I land on gifts is because I think this year everybody's just getting money. I mean, I think that's been communicated somehow. Well, because my wife needs to know what she's getting before she unwraps it, which is weird to me, but that's how my wife is. So yeah. I think it's been communicated that just everybody's getting money because everybody's old enough that nobody's guessing
right
at what you need and things like that. And so, and I think when I heard that, there was a little bit of, bummer. So I think I am more of a gift guy, than money. That's, the irony there is I raise support, so I live on people giving me money. So there's that.
Yeah, so I do. I think it's interesting to think about the whole gift idea because I don't really. I mean, if you want to give me a gift, I'm not gonna be like, sorry, I don't want that. Go away from me. How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm gonna be like, thank you for the gift.
Mm-hmm.
But I like. It is. It's so hard for me because we just live kind of in this realm where we can just go, oh, you need that, just go get it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
or we'll save up a little bit, you can go get that if it's more expensive. But it's like, I order it from Amazon. Mm-hmm. So, like, even now, I have to come up with a list of things, or have had to come up with a list of things, like, for my in-laws to get me. But now it's become so much for, like this year I asked for shoes, but I'm exclusively Skechers, not a sponsor yet, but if you want to,
mm-hmm. They're on the docket.
The slip-in Skechers for old men, I'm on board with those.
You dig those? Okay.
Oh no, I love them, and let me tell you a quick story about that. Okay. So there's a guy I work with. He's in his 60s. Same shoes as I've got on, and then our former president, who is now and founder of the ministry, who is now retired. Probably a year and a half ago, he was sitting up front on a stool, and I looked at his shoes, and I was like, oh, he's got the same shoes I do. So his 70s, so 60s to 70s, and me. We do have the same love for Skechers shoes, same exact style, same. So Skechers, if you want to sponsor us, send me an email.
My Spotify aged is like 72.
Really?
Yeah. It's because I listen to a lot of 60s music.
I guess. I was 26.
26?
Or 22. What was it?
So you listen to nothing but new stuff.
I'm indie, man. Like, all my indie stuff got me.
Right.
Like,
but it's not old indie.
Yeah, it's been new. I've been rolling through some new stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I rolled through country like the last couple of months, but not enough to where it got like some folk country that like like Jacob probably would. Could probably tell him like some of the names that I listen to. He'd be like, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I know those.
I think
so.
What's interesting about the Wrapped thing, not to take your story and totally derail everything you were just talking about.
I'll finish the story real quick. So basically, it's just so much easier because I have an account with Skechers to be like, they're giving me this discount, so I just buy them, and then and then our parents reimburse us. And so we just get them shipped to us, and so it's
sure. So
that's the whole it's gotten easier, but it's also gotten harder because we're just it's probably easier if you just buy them. So.
Right.
All right, now on to we can jump into Spotify Wrapped. We haven't talked about that because that came out in between the podcasts for sure.
Yeah, that just happened.
Which, by the way, before we talk too deep about Wrapped, I do want to give a shout out to Rosh because the Unbroken Ground showed up on one of the guys I work with showed up on his Wrapped
What?
as a not as a most listened to podcast. I'm a little upset about that. I didn't tell him that, so sorry, Rosh. We got beef, but not really. But he had a day where it was like, because it kind of like Spotify did this whole thing where like it did like different points in your listening journey, and it was like on this day you took a philosophical turn and listened to the Unbroken Ground. So he was like, "Yeah, man, you showed up on my Wrapped."
We got a nod somewhere. All right.
So
we showed up on the Wrapped.
I would guess, I don't know if Rebecca still listens to it to mindlessly make it through her day at work, but
I think Marshall listens to it
yeah.
too.
So we might have been on more Spotify Wraps. Spotify did not contact me about creating a message for my listeners, so
Okay.
I'm guessing it wasn't
you
wasn't
probably weren't
hitting
up
the
there.
threshold, but
That was a question I had. Do you think the top listener to an artist, at least one of the artists, not all of them, because every artist has a top listener,
yeah.
but do you think at least one artist had the thought of, hey, I'm doing these videos, let me do one more specifically for my top
Just the top one?
artist? Do you think any artist or any... do you think that happened? Let us know, though, listener.
Probably Taylor
all you
Swift.
mighty listeners out
Taylor
there.
Swift probably did that.
You think so?
No.
Some AI version of Taylor Swift?
Is there any other kind? There's a conspiracy theory we can latch on to. Taylor Swift is just AI.
Yeah, she is AI.
All right, so
All right.
So Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, so we ended up on something. So one of my coworkers, he's like, "Yeah, man, you ended up on my Wrapped," which I was like,
congratulations! Way to go, listeners! You put us on the map. So we are a part of somebody. Wrapped.
Let's see. What was my listening age? Here we go. Listening age.
Hannah and I played a game together that had that game thing.
Yeah, so 26. It says you were into music from the late 2010s. So
okay.
So there I am.
Yeah, I listened to 60s and okay. So to keep going down this Spotify rabbit hole.
Okay, we're there now.
I mean, we're in it.
Yeah.
The longer I listen to Spotify, the less I like my DJ. I think the first year or two that they had the DJ option of just play the DJ, I liked it. And now he plays the exact same things every single frickin' time, and I don't like him anymore.
Well, that is a problem with AI, because the AI wants to make you happy, so it will eventually, unless it's programmed to still bring in other stuff, will just be like, oh, he likes this, I'm gonna play it, and
yeah. So I think part of my Wrapped is tainted by that because while I don't like it, I'm still usually in the shop using my hands or doing something, so I don't skip a song until the third song in. That's the exact, I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times can you play these songs? And then I'll skip. And so there is that going on with my AI of hey Spotify, can you just play me newer music? Just keep it eclectic, man. Keep it eclectic.
So, Of Monsters and Men was my top musical artist this year.
Okay.
I listened to them so much that I was the 2055th top listener. So there were 2,054 people who listened to them more
above you,
but I feel like that's pretty crazy. One of the things that I really like to look at is the number of genres or different things that you listen to, categories you listen to. Because Callie and I compare, and this might surprise you, as in not.
Like
Callie,
competitively compare, or just like
like
interesting, like, oh, that's weird overlaps.
so there's this thing where, it'll say, I'm trying to see where it is. It'll say like this is how many different, basically you listen, so the top genres, so I listen to 232 different genres over the last year.
Okay.
And then I'll be like, Callie, how many did you listen to? And hers are literally like, she's like 53. And so it's like, I mean, I'm eclectic. That is just, I will listen to, like, the other day I was telling people that I like listen to emo, and of course I've got people in my office that are, 20 years younger than me, and they're like, what?
Sure.
And I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, emo was cool before you were born. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like,
right.
And so, but I also, I went from like indie emo.
I listened to 244 genres.
Yeah, see?
How many did you say?
232, you beat me.
I beat you.
See, there you go.
My top... my top 5 are CCM.
Yep.
What is that? Christian contemporary?
Yeah,
Contemporary
that's
Christian music?
Both
okay.
Yep.
Alternative rock, soft pop, rap, and oldies.
Ooh, there you go. I got CCM, indie folk, emo,
nice,
Christian indie, and indie.
I mean, emo's pretty close to indie anyway.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. 72 was my age.
Okay.
Since I listened to music from the late 60s.
Okay.
I
didn't realize you listened to, like, I guess, whenever you had your, like, Apple or Spotify, you didn't have Spotify, Pandora.
That was Pandora, yeah.
Well, I don't remember it being a lot of, like, 60s.
Well, it's because I want to keep it's because Spotify seems to, and maybe it's because Pandora, I didn't try that hard. Like, I just gave it a couple songs, and then it just kind of maybe Pandora was created by guys my age, I'm thinking, or that liked music at least similarly to me, because it really made a playlist that I was like, yeah, I dig this one. Where Spotify, even when I type in an artist, it plays the songs that I'm like, you're missing it. You're missing their best songs. And so I think with Spotify, I'm a little bit more purposely eclectic, so that I can keep that AI thing guessing. I mean, like, nope, you haven't marked me yet. You haven't quite got there.
Yeah, I mean, so I was thinking about that this morning because I was thinking about Pandora and Spotify and, like, how I used to listen to Pandora. And I stopped doing Pandora probably, about 6 years ago. Yeah, it was just before I started Samaritan. Because I couldn't get them to, like, I was going to pay, like, it was all free. And that was awesome. And I loved what they did. But I was going to Colorado, and I was going to go work at the Inn at the Lake, and I wanted to walk, and I wanted to have a playlist where I knew that I couldn't get cell service, and I wanted to do it, so I wanted to play offline. So I signed up for Pandora's service so I could play music offline, and it never worked for me. So I was like,
oh, bummer.
Guess I'm going to Spotify.
Right.
And so from that moment on, I was in the Spotify world. So...
yeah, I never cared about the ads, and then
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
kids was like, "We're doing Spotify Family.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go." And
Yeah.
now I'm like, "Oh, I do care about the ads."
I was the same way. I never had a problem with Pandora ads. Like, I was fine with the free service. I was fine because I thought I did.
I
think
shouldn't
it
say
had-
that. I did have a problem with Pandora because every other ad when you're on Pandora ads is Pandora coming on and saying in the same exact ad, which gets really irritating, which is on purpose. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
every other ad is Pandora coming on and going, "Are you tired of listening to ads?" Or, I mean, whatever their commercial is, it's the same commercial.
Yeah. So I wasn't tired of that, but because it wouldn't do the feature, I was like, all right, well, let's give Spotify at that time was just kind of like a thing that I was just like, I don't know what Spotify is, but it's like, can I do music offline? Because I was going to be on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to be walking around in Colorado with no cell service, so I knew I
Sure.
wanted music, but I wanted to be sure I could play it, and
Yeah.
so Spotify became my thing.
Well, I never get that far. I don't really care about downloaded music because
Well, I don't need more.
I mean that's what I'm saying is I just didn't ever care about any of
Yeah.
that. And I think so that's the only reason I went to Spotify is because of the family thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing. Yeah, Cal and I are on a two-person, a duo.
Yeah, and then but I will say, I do think Pandora, for whatever reason, Pandora got my music interests way sooner, or at least has an algorithm that's more like my tastes.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like you type in an artist or something on or I type in artist on Spotify, and the songs that it plays are not the songs that I'm like, yeah, those are the good songs.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of weird.
I do think that the difference is that Spotify allows you to like, and it's been a while since I've been on Pandora, but I think the difference was that Spotify, like Pandora, had to work harder to like kind of put together like because you didn't have the playlist that you do in Spotify. Like Spotify is all about your create a playlist,
Right.
Whereas Pandora is not, and then you also are like
And that could be another aspect of why I like Pandora better, because I am the radio generation. Like,
yeah,
we are the last of the radio generation, and
Yeah.
so I really did like Pandora's. I preferred, and that's what I even do on Spotify now. Is I
Yeah.
just find an artist's playlists
mm-hmm.
or station,
yeah.
and I go there.
And
'Cause
there
then-
are times where I let it run, like when it's not on playlist and it just keeps going and it starts picking songs of, that it's not the DJ, like, because there's like the AI DJ where you're like,
Right.
that I don't listen to, but where it's just like, you listen to this song, I bet you'll like this song, and and that is one of the ways that I've found probably in the last year, 2 years, or 3 years that I found like the artists that I listen to is that I just let Spotify keep picking the next one, and then there would be a song that I'd be like, oh, I really like that. Let me go see what that was, and then like play that again.
Yeah.
And so, which is very much closer to what Pandora. I still think, looking back in nostalgia, because I haven't listened to Pandora in almost 5 years, probably 6 years.
Yeah.
I think Pandora chose better songs.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah. I
6
agree.
years ago.
I agree. I don't know why Spotify can't do it. Because,
Yeah.
like I said, I type in. I mean, off the top of my head, I can type because I don't remember names of any of those. But like, if I go to Alice in Chains, the best Alice in Chains album is their Unplugged album. But like, period. But they don't play the unplugged versions. Spotify won't play it. Like, and I don't understand why. It's kind of like, I mean, it's probably pretty close to Nirvana, where Nirvana's got some good songs, some really popular songs, but their Unplugged
True.
was crazy.
MTV
Mhm.
Unplugged.
Yeah, and MTV only did that series a couple times. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's only a few of those.
There's a few, yeah. Dashboard had one. I mean, the ones that I know that were really good, Nirvana, Dashboard. There wasn't a ton of them, but like Nirvana did songs that wasn't even their songs.
Right.
Like that's where you get the song "In the Pines,"
Mhm.
which is an amazing Nirvana song.
Yeah.
It's not theirs, like they're covering it,
Hmm.
but they do it really well.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm down for that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
it's just those kind of things that it could be nostalgia, and that could be maybe
Right.
I'm wrong. Maybe, I mean, I get it that Alice in Chains,
Yeah.
their Unplugged album is probably not their number one song, but their unplugged versions of a lot of their stuff is so good. It's so good.
There was a reel last night. I was flipping through the reels on Instagram, like all the cool kids do, and there's a reel that it was like a guy acting like the '90s music people. And so you had like Dave Matthews and Scott Stapp from Creed and Nirvana and Hootie the Blowfish, and he was like, what if they all got together? We're having a conversation, and he was like Dave Matthews, like. I was never a Dave Matthews band. Like they never hit for me
Okay.
when they were that big.
Okay.
But
I was a smoker, so I was a Dave Matthews
well, I was not. But I mean, like for me, Dashboard was mine. Like that time, like I was listening to Dashboard Confessional.
guy.
Like
Okay.
that's who I listened to. Hootie the Blowfish but also Creed. Like both of those, like Dashboard and Creed were my
Sure.
main two people that I took out of the '90s,
Sure.
in the early thousands.
Okay.
Jimmy Eat World, that would be another one. But it was there's a very few selections. But I like Dave Matthews. But like, I like Jack Johnson is also in that. But Jack Johnson is not in the same category of like Dave Matthews and Creed where they have in Nirvana where they have it, or Pearl Jam. That was the other one, Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Creed, and they're all like talking to each other, and he was like, "How does yours go?" And Pearl Jam is doing the whole and then Scott Stapp is like, "Hey, where's wide open?" And
You're the reason that showed up on my Instagram. So
I hope so.
one of the main reasons I have Instagram is for this time of year to win junk. So the two things on my Instagram are giveaways
Yeah,
and whatever my friends are looking at. Because I have no idea.
nice.
Like that's the only reason I'm going on Instagram this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this season it just totally turns into because a lot of woodworking people are giving away junk, and so I just sign up for a bunch of this stuff. And now I just put it together. That came up, and I was like,
yeah.
huh.
Did also, because I sent this one to Callie, Scott Stapp from Creed singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but to the tune of Higher.
No, I don't believe that came
All
up.
right, you guys at home, stop this podcast.
All right,
Go look up Scott Stapp singing
Rudolph the Red-Nosed to higher. Okay.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay.
Never. And then I was like, can you leave my Scots there? And Kelly's like, that's wrong. Like, that's just terrible. And I'm like, no, it's not. That's right. That is the rightest that I have ever heard.
All right.
UNC is a very
I don't know if
nose.
I never really got super into Creed. They were okay. I never cared really about Creed.
So, all right.
I was probably the other end of the spectrum. You carried
Yeah.
that end of the spectrum, and
Yeah.
I was definitely Pearl Jam, Dave Matthews.
Yeah, see, I was not those guys.
All the way over to Korn, and
But there's reasons, I think. And the reason is that that so when Human Clay came out, which is Creed's second album, which had Higher and Eyes Wide Open, some other songs that weren't radio hits, but I still like really loved. And I listen to that album every now and then just to bring back the nostalgia for it. We drove, so my family, my church, and my whole entire family went on this mission trip. We drove from Hamilton, Texas to Estes Park, Colorado, which is probably a 24-hour, like we probably stopped in between, like halfway there or whatever. But we I'm trying to think what we were in. Maybe a van, maybe a Suburban. I don't know what it was, but somebody had the tape of Human Clay.
Okay.
And so we listened to that tape almost all the way.
For 24 hours?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That would have drove me crazy.
But it's also why I love The Last of the Mohicans, because when I was in high school, we went from Hamilton to Glorieta, New Mexico, which is also a pretty long trip. And somebody had the tape of the Last of the Mohicans soundtrack, and we listened to that, like, not like the whole time, but just enough that I was all like, yeah, I like this. Like,
Okay.
I want some more. Like, and it wasn't until I heard it again on the TV, because Daniel Day-Lewis, who was in The Last Mohicans, and he's a method actor who was on, but they played that music from The Last Mohicans, and I was like, I need that. I like that. So it is tied to, so some of my, especially the Human Clay album, definitely tied to the fact that, like, as a group, we were like, yes. And I will say that my youth minister at the time, I think we had gotten to Colorado, and he was like, no more Creed. Like, he literally, like, ejected it. It was the only tape we had. Like, it literally was.
Well,
like,
I mean, one of the Boundary Waters years, somebody synced their phone to the radio, and they played the same album, and then they fell asleep. And I was like, the whole time, just listening to the same album. And I'm driving, so I don't like messing with the radio in it. So, I don't know. Yeah, so it just drove me crazy.
But I also, it was also one of my more embarrassing stories. Or when I knew that a girl that I liked was not quality for me. There's a song. This is a deep cut, man. Like, this is a deep cut story here.
Okay, we're going in. Here we go.
So on the Human Clay album by Creed, there's a song called "Beautiful," and there's a part in the bridge where they change keys by, like, through a guitar solo. So, like, and you, like, it's a really, and I was not as musical as I was getting into music, like, as far as me being able to play guitar, and like, so that was also interesting to me, because I was still kind of learning some of those things. But it's just this key change thing where it's just like, that is amazing. And I turned to a girl, we're riding in a car somewhere, and I was like, did you just hear that? And she was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And at that point, I was like, instantly, I'm not going to date you. In my mind, I was like, you're not the one. Like, if you can't, funny enough, like, I've had to bring Callie along to music.
Right. You're sure that wasn't Callie in the van?
No, I was definitely in college. I was, this was, I mean, she also, to her credit probably, but I don't know if she would ever date me anyway. I mean, that question never came up because I never asked, because I was not a brave person. And so, also she didn't get the key change. So it was like, why even try? But Linkin Park had just come out. So Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park's first album, which, looking back, is pretty hardcore. Like, is like one of the first songs on there is like "Shut up when I'm talking to you," screamed like over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
So we're listening to that at my friend's house, and like the girl, same girl, so it's all kind of on the same like
Mm-hmm.
like constant a few signs. She was like, "This music is scary," and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, this is amazing. Looking back, you know, now that I've like turned and I go, you know what? Yeah, I get it. Like this very angry.
I mean, it's angry guy music.
Yeah.
Linkin Park is
Yeah.
angry guy music.
And this was particularly when it's like, shut up when I'm talking to you. You know, and it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, as a 20-year-old girl, he's like, what are you even listening to? Like, what is this? What are you trying to tell me? What you're listening to? I mean, so I loved Linkin Park. I mean, you know, in the end, it didn't matter, but
You got there.
crawling in my skin, like, so there's a lot of so that's a deep.
My favorite. So I went to 2 Christian colleges.
Okay.
When Linkin Park is big.
Yeah.
And my favorite conversation. Well, it wasn't a long conversation, but every once in a while you'd come across some dude that was convinced that they were believers. And so he'd be like, "This is all Christian music," and you'd be like, I don't want to crush your soul, so you can just keep believing that." But it was just really, it was prevalent. It was, yeah. It's just interesting to watch Christians claim stuff like that.
Yeah.
Of like, they're believers. No, you enjoy the music,
right.
And you can find meaning because their lyrics allow you to attach almost anything you want to attach to them.
Yeah.
And they communicate some raw emotions that we have.
Right. Yeah.
That doesn't make them believers. Like, just because you can interpret their songs that direction.
See, I experienced the opposite.
Oh yeah.
Of when I was in college, of like you listen to secular music. I'm gonna pray for you.
Okay.
Because not only do
I didn't roll in that crowd.
Not only are those people you're listening to not believers, but now I'm starting to question whether you are. Because how dare you, sir?
All right.
You listen to that secular music.
All right.
And so there are at least 2 to 3 times that I purged my CD collection because I was so guilt-ridden that I was listening that I had bought secular music. And so I missed out on like some of the 90s music and the 2000s music I just didn't listen to because nobody in my friend group was listening to it, and like there was even like this like it's hard to even believe you might be Christian and listen to Blink-182. That has cuss words in it. Like, where's your witness, man? You know, like.
Yeah. Well, that's where my wife has lived now. You can't. I don't remember what we were watching. Some Mark Wahlberg movie where he's a heister and whatever. And Mark Wahlberg movies are pretty F-word heavy, and so. Like, she just can't handle that. She's like, "What are we watching?" I don't know.
Yeah.
Heist movie. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm kind of all right, hey, I'm going to tell you about this, but I do have to warn you. Like.
Yeah, I do prep her. I've gotten to the point of being like, "You're not going to like this movie. If you sit down on this couch, you're not going to like this movie."
I'm going to say, you should listen to this music. But I do have to warn you that there are a few choice words every now and then. And so if you're not okay with that, please don't listen to this. But one of my favorite writers, you know, Tyler Merritt, he writes his second book. He writes about going through his journey with cancer. Like every now and then he's just like, the only thing to do here is cuss. Like, I'm gonna say like the F word, or I'm gonna, you know, like, just because of like that's the emotional impact that cancer has that I have, and so there was a sweet couple at church the other day. I had my Tyler Merritt Cancer Project shirt on, and it says Fight Club, and it says the first rule of Cancer Fight Club is never give up, and their son is autistic, I would say. I don't know the official, but nonverbal and somewhere on that he makes cookies, and like they brought us when Callie was sick, recovering from her surgery. They were and so like they brought us the meal, and then he made cookies, like, and so like they're really awesome. And so they were talking, and like I was like, yeah, I think you would like the book, but but before I can tell you about it, I do have to let you know there's adult language in it. So don't come back later and be like, sir, how dare you? And I just like it's appropriate in the sense of like he's not trying to be flippant with it, and so it's like I don't necessarily I'm not gonna dog on him for his use of it, his choice to use it. It's not something I would do, but again, we're just different people. But if I was trying to express that, I might be like, yeah, F cancer. Like I mean, I might like if I was going through that, maybe me too. So, but yeah, so very much like I had. So now I go back and listen to some of the '90s, late '90s, and early 2000s, and I was like. And when I was in high school, for sure, like, I thought people who listened to certain music, the druggies, for sure. We didn't have a ton of those when I grew up because I was a small town, but we had some that I was definitely like, and they listened to like Soundgarden. I was like, yeah, you need your soul saved.
Yeah.
Like,
I was heavy. I was Pink Floyd. I was all those.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
See, and I listen to. I still do sometimes, but I definitely like my folk comes from because like my dad loves like Paul Simon, Simon and Garfunkel, Neil Diamond, Three Dog Night, like all of these like hippie, like, and so that's kind of the music we'd listen to growing up. So the oldies when I was young, which I still think are oldies, it's hurtful because now the oldies are music from the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah, what are they now? It's classical?
Classic rock.
Classic rock. Yeah. That's what it is.
What's really funny to me is how long some people who started in the 90s are still going. And so like but still appealing to the youngest generation. Like Green Day. I can remember when they they started with their first album that came out. They started with that, and then
Dookie. Was Dookie
I think it
their
was
first
Dookie.
one?
Yeah, I remember it being something like that because I was like, I just didn't listen to those guys because how dare they have Dookie on there?
Yeah,
I know.
I embraced it.
I know you did. But then I jump forward to 2022, 23, and they're putting out a new album. So 20 years later, almost maybe even longer.
Yeah.
And like the kids who are junior high, high school kids are like going, "Have you heard the new Green Day album?" Like, did you know that those guys came out when I was in your age? Yeah. And they're like, "No, shut up." That's not. I was like, "No, they did. They're," and so like it's funny to me that some bands like that are
Green Day, Eminem's still around.
Oh yeah.
Aerosmith still doing things. Yeah. I don't know if they're popular really anymore.
Not so much with like the kids, but like
but they're still around.
But Eminem, for sure. Like, Green Day. Trying to think who else is.
I mean, Beyonce is super old.
Fair. That's fair.
Like.
Yeah.
I know it was she started not with Beyonce. I mean, they started as TLC.
Destiny's Child.
Not
TLC was a
TLC.
different one, yeah.
TLC was different.
Yeah, yeah. Don't chase those waterfalls, man. You just,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift was a country artist way back then.
Yeah.
The Tears on My Guitar or something like that.
Yeah.
Jared,
Anyway.
Jared could tell us.
I don't know how long Taylor. I never listened to Taylor Swift, so I mean I know she started as a country star, but
Yeah.
is that back in the 90s? Did she start in the 90s? I feel like didn't she win American Idol or something?
Early O's maybe.
Hmm.
Now let's ask. Let's ask old Google. Oh Google.
That's pretty crazy. What's crazy to think about is, well, whatever.
She released her self-titled album, first one. She signed with Big in 2005. Released the first hit was Tim McGraw in October 2006.
Okay. Huh.
She was in 2004. She signed with Sony at age 14.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now she's probably big enough. She has her own label or something.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
She sang the national anthem at age 9. She opened for Charlie Daniels at 11. Signed a songwriting deal at 14. Man. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. There you go. History of Taylor Swift.
There you go,
So
Swifties.
So there you go. Early
landed.
mid 2000s.
Yeah,
then?
she landed on my Wrapped because I listened to The National, and they sing a duet with her. Like they feature her on one of their songs.
Oh sure.
And then Bon Iver, I don't know how you say his name. Bon Iver.
Oh, Bon Iver. Yeah.
She and he sing a duet, and I like those.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we talked about this too.
I don't think I dislike her music. Like I like pop music. I don't care.
Right.
You could play one for me, and I'd be like, oh, okay, this is Taylor Swift. Like I wouldn't know.
Yeah, there's something to come out because I really have distanced myself for not watching movies and not listening to the radio. Like I have really cut myself off from available sources to hear music. So basically, if it's not on a real background that I don't know, or if it's not, I probably haven't heard it. So like, there's several of Taylor Swift I've not heard. The one that's you and I both know is "Shake It Off." Like that was the one. That we would be like, oh, that's Taylor Swift. But so she's had others like. Yeah, but I got accused. I don't know if we talked about this or not. I can't remember, and we always talk about the same stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I got accused of being sexist in my listening because I don't listen to female artists.
Oh. I think we did talk about this. I do remember this.
And I haven't tried to get better. The most I listen to female artists is worship music.
Okay.
I think I don't...
I don't think I care.
Well, that's very patriarchal of you.
I mean, I just don't care. I mean, I don't know if that's a qualification of my music. Yeah. Like, I just don't know if I care.
I mean, to be fair, Kylie doesn't either. Like, she doesn't have,
listen
like, a
to
ton of, like...
female voices?
No. But she mostly listens to, like, I kind of, like... she listens mostly what I listen to, but she also has branched out like more on, like she listens to a lot of Forrest Frank, which is Christian.
Yeah, that was
rap.
my top something or other.
Yeah,
Forrest Frank.
yeah. So she listens a lot, like, and she kind of gets into like she listens. So, but then like the places, like the people I've taken her to go listen to in concert, she's listened. She's kind of put them, but she's got a playlist that she listens to. Kind of, it's pretty. It's pretty trimmed down to like this is what I listen to, and I listen to that same playlist over and over again.
Hmm.
So she stays within that realm, and so she doesn't have a ton. But for her too, like worship music is about the, like there's just not a ton of like really strong, female artists that she really listens to.
Hmm.
So I tried to expand my listening, but I found that I didn't enjoy it.
Hmm.
And part of it is, man, I can get in trouble with this, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. A lot of the indie girl, like, music that I found was just a whole lot of like, I think I'm falling in love. It's music to which I'm just like I don't care. Like that's not my.
Okay.
That's not.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But if you give me like this is a sad breakup or like this is a depressed moment of my life,
Hmm.
which is most of like emo and
Hmm.
some of the country I listen to,
Hmm.
like I'm like yeah. Not that I'm sad or depressed. I'm just like that is I
Okay.
definitely
You like the tragedy music. More.
100%. I like sad music.
Hmm. Well, you should listen to Kayla's. Have you listened to Kayla's album?
I have not listened to her
On
album.
Spotify?
I've listened to some of her music. I was impressed by
Yeah.
some of it.
So there you go.
Some of it that I listened to.
Yeah.
So she's the sponsor. Hey, Kayla, if you want to be a sponsor of a podcast episode, it's really cheap.
Yeah. We'll shout you out.
Yeah,
Look her up on Spotify, Kayla. Let me find the album. I
yeah.
forgot. Sorry. I don't have it on the tip of my tongue, Kayla. I'm in trouble now if she's
Yep.
listening.
Rebecca, don't rat him out.
Funny. So I sub at the high school, right?
Yes.
And they all know that I drink way too much coffee.
Yes.
But the why can't I find anyway, they all know that I drink way too much coffee, but Melissa, the secretary that's usually there, had to go away somewhere. And so, like, they only had one pot of coffee made.
Oh no.
And the principal, at one point, peeks through the door and is like, waving a coffee bag. And he was like, I got you covered. And I was like, what? And the secretary just sent me a text saying, sorry I didn't make you a second pot of coffee today. It's
Yeah.
okay, whatever. It's not.
Well, while you're looking for that, in my defense, I'll say this: Of Monsters and Men is co-led by a guy and a girl. So, count it. My top listen, I listen to a band that has a co-lead singer that is a girl.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Spotify
You got another?
has-
Do you got another? What would you rather?
Yeah, I
Would you
do.
rather?
I do have another one.
All right, hit me with it.
Okay, I have to pull it up. Hold on. I was looking up Taylor Swift facts.
Oh,
So, let me
well, I
get
don't
back
care
to my
about
page.
Taylor Swift.
Well, we did for a moment.
I didn't actually.
Well, so this would be torture for me on both things, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't know that I've ever actually done one of them, and why would I do this? But would you rather go pub crawling on Christmas all day or sleep all day?
Well, because
I don't know why this is the choices, but both of them don't sound like a great idea.
yeah,
to me.
well, I'm saying because I know we do this whole like you got to pick the one that I don't. I am definitely sleeping all day
Because you'd like to see me go in a pub crawl.
for because A, I've been on a pub. I mean, I've done that before, and it just doesn't end well. And B, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm too old for that stuff anymore. So you get to do that.
This is such a weird list. Would you rather?
Okay.
It's just
Here
so
we go.
weird.
Okay.
Would you rather have unlimited gas in your car or an unlimited supply of mulled wine?
What the heck is mulled wine?
I don't know. Is this like a list for 60-year-olds? Like, I don't know. I mean, the gas sounds great because unlimited gas, but
Unlimited gas?
mulled wine. It's like a heated, like a heated, like in the, like it's a warm wine that you drink. It's got spices in it. Why do I know more about mulled wine than you?
I have no idea what.
You need to refine yourself, sir. All right, Google, help me out here. What is mulled wine? But still, like,
All right, Moonlight and Wildflowers by Kayla Renee. Yes, it did take me that long to find it. Sorry, Kayla. But I was distracted and talking at the same time. I mean,
go listen to it.
go listen. Moonlight and Wildflowers.
Kayla Renee.
Kayla Renee. Spotify.
Tell her we sent you that way.
Yeah.
Mulled wine is a warm spiced cocktail made by simmering in red wine with mulling spices like cinnamon, cloves, and star anise, citrus, usually orange, and a sweetener like honey or sugar. It's festive, aromatic drink, often enhanced with brandy or other spirits, and served hot, typically garnished with a cinnamon stick or orange slice.
Okay.
Mulled
I'm
wine.
taking free gas.
Well, yeah.
Like, I don't know why you want.
But whose list is like? Who's like? Oh gosh, free gas or mulled wine? Who could choose? Who could choose? I just can't get enough of that cinnamon wine. That's just weird to me. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I prepared and looked through all these questions before asking you these things. So,
That's true.
Again, this person's obsessed with mulled wine. The very next question: would you rather drink hot chocolate or mulled wine at Christmas?
Huh.
Hot chocolate. Yeah, now you're stuck with the mulled wine.
Fine. I guess. Parents are gonna be really disappointed in me.
Oh, that's what the guy at the end of
course.
Scream said when he was caught killing all those people. Dad made me so mad. That's all I remember about that movie. Is that they put that like the line of like the guy's been killing people and he's like, my mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me. Like, yeah, you killed people, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on. All right.
Mulled
gosh.
wine.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. I don't even know if I'd like that. I'd probably just walk around with the same cup the whole time.
Are you an eggnog? You're an eggnog person.
I love
right?
eggnog. Yeah.
Okay. So nasty.
Not nasty.
Anyway, it's nasty.
It's so good. It is so good.
Ugh. Would you rather have green and red hair or blue and silver hair?
Ooh.
There you go.
I'm going green and red.
Okay, why?
It's more like constantly all year round. Like, what is this? Like, just for the Christmas season?
It doesn't really say. It just says green, red, blue, silver.
I guess I'd still go with green and red. I don't know why, because I like those two colors better than blue and silver. I don't know. I mean, my initial response is it's more Christmassy. So if it's just during the Christmas season, it's more explainable why. Like, you'd get less like, what did you do to your hair?
Yeah. I mean, Jack Frost is blue and silver, so, I mean, you do have that. You could do blue and silver for Jack Frost.
Who knows that?
I know that.
Yeah, but you're a nerd.
I am.
You're like a trivia guy. You would know those things.
Yeah, I know. I think we talked about this in Thanksgiving, but it's an interesting question to ask. Would you rather spend Christmas with a stranger or spend Christmas alone?
Oh, we did do this with.
But it was different. It was a little bit different.
Yeah,
This is a stranger or alone. We didn't do stranger or alone for Thanksgiving, but it was like, would you rather be in a group room full of? Would you rather be the only one?
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
It was a little different.
Yeah.
It was a little different. Stranger. I'd go with a stranger.
Oh man. I'm really okay with I'm not a like a big holiday meaningful kind of guy. So like I don't really like it. I could spend Christmas alone and that would be fine. Because I just like it's just another day. Like I just don't have that
Right.
like
But
like,
at the same time, would you rather spend a day alone or with somebody?
I would rather spend a day alone.
Callie's home.
I didn't see your truck.
Oh, that's because he has
That's because you saw a different truck. That's now my new truck.
The white one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas to Jim.
Camp is good to me.
Nice. Paul, that piece of your car's fall.
Yeah, it's falling down again.
Okay, yeah, that piece of your car's flopping down again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jim's here. He can fix it.
I mean, if there were tools in my truck, I could probably fix it. But this is a new truck that has no tools in it. So
I shoved it up under there. It just fell
Yeah,
down
it's still
again.
kind of flapping.
Yeah, it's all right. I ran over some snow when I parked tonight, so kind of pulled it out. Okay, I would just rather spend a day alone.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I like a good alone day.
As opposed to.
With a stranger.
Oh, okay, then that's good. As long as the other option wasn't like with my wife.
Would you rather spend a day with your wife or by yourself?
That's situational.
Depends on the day.
That's situational.
This week it's alone. Just saying.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just
Paul would go far away.
It's Christmas Day, Callie. Would you rather spend it with a stranger or spend it alone?
Alone. Oh, what'd you say? Christmas Day?
Any
Uh-huh.
day. Any day.
alone.
Any day. You could fill in. It doesn't have to be
It
predicated
is
with Christmas.
blank day alone.
I mean,
It's a
do
Tuesday.
you even know your wife at all?
What? I said alone, and you looked at me like you were like alone. Are you crazy?
Well, because you like people. I mean,
I
Callie
do.
doesn't really like people. Well, you are getting old, and so I will say you're liking people
I am-
less and less.
I'm really trying to own the like boomer curmudgeon. Like
Okay.
I really trying to learn how to live into that. I really think that's my next era. Is just being like if I had a lawn.
Speaking of generational labels,
Yeah.
my daughter, let's see, we went and visited
Oh, no.
Oklahoma State, and my
Yeah.
daughter was like, looked up the official, like, who are you?
Uh-huh.
And I am 79,
Yes, you are.
so I'm on the line.
Yes, you are.
Depending on whose
Gen X.
dates, I'm either Gen X
or millennial.
Millennial.
or millennial.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the two? I don't even know.
Yeah.
But whatever she looked up, she was like, "I knew it. You were this one." And then I just listened to a podcast that quoted, because the cutoff is anywhere
Yeah.
from 80
It's like
to
4
82.
It's like 4 years. It's
Like,
like a
there's-
4 year gap of like you could. Then some people are like, well, if it's 79. Some people are like, well, if it's 82. Like there's a 4 year gap where people don't know where to put us, and that's where we live.
Yeah, that's where I live. So I was trying to explain to my daughter, no. I understand that you looked it up and there's something you found online that validates what you think is right. But there's a whole bunch of us that live in this whole like gap year that we don't actually fit. I mean, we fit both and all the time. We go, yeah, and also, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do with that.
I like people, but what I've learned,
Where's Gen Z?
Gen Z is, that's after millennials, right? Like it's Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked at it.
Is that where it is? Is that where my daughter is?
Let's see.
All my kids are Gen Zs?
So
Now we're gonna just turn to the internet and we're gonna go fully into this. And then there's Alpha. Currently it's Alpha, right? The current generation is Alpha.
man,
What Callie deals with is Alpha.
What Kelly deals with is
yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, baby boomers.
You can
Boomers.
label them whatever you want, but they're crazy.
Boomers, 1946 to 1964. Gen X says 1965 to 1980. But again, we all know that there's
It can either cut off at
There's dispute on
78
that.
or
Yeah.
it can cut off all the way to 84. I
so
think.
millennials
I've heard that
is
one.
81 to 96. Gen Z is 97 to 2012, and then Gen Alpha is 2013 to 2025. So, there's a guy on Reels on Instagram called the Speech Prof. I guess he's a speech professor. I don't know. I haven't really looked into him, but
Which speech prof? Pretty appropriate. I mean,
so there was he stitched in a video because somebody was like, "What's the worst generation and why is it Gen X?" And then he was like, "Do you?" And he's younger than us, and he was like, because he's Gen Z, I think. He's like, "Do you understand that Gen X is the last generation that had no video evidence of what they did as children? In fact, their parents didn't care. They were all tired, and they didn't care. And they're like, the ones that are still here are the ones who survived. They're the strong ones. It's like, you don't want to mess with them. They survived." He's like,
true. I mean, one of my ideas was just to shove my brother off the roof.
he was like, my brother is Gen X. He's like, I lovingly respect you. Please don't hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's us, man. He's like parents just were like, do whatever. I'm tired. Just
Yeah,
do
I'm
whatever.
telling you, a legit idea that we had. I don't remember how close to doing it we got, but we
Yeah.
got pretty dang close. But we were going to use the bedsheet parachutes and see if it worked.
That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, my crowning glory was, I decided that, like, and everybody in my house was home, so this did not happen in a vacuum, and we had a small house, but we're playing in the back room. My parents, it's Sunday afternoon. They probably were napping. I don't know. You know, my dad was probably like, or watching football or whatever, and I was like, my sister is up in the closet throwing stuffed animals, and I was like, I'm gonna army move. And we had these metal frame bunk beds, but they weren't bunk beds at the time. They were twin beds in our small room, so there was a little bit of gap between the two beds. It's like, this is gonna be so amazing. I'm gonna run into my room. I'm gonna dodge the stuffed animals. I'm gonna jump in between the two beds.
Yes.
And it's gonna be the most amazing thing.
Mhm.
And I smacked the top of right above my eyebrow against the bed frame.
Nice.
And then I was like, oh, I'm bleeding. And your head is one of the things that bleeds the
A
most.
lot. Mhm.
It didn't hurt, but I was just like, oh, hey, Dad, Mom, my head's bleeding. And so they, and my dad was a coach, so let's just preface that. And so he called his friend, who was the Church of Christ preacher, who was an Elvis impersonator most of his life. He didn't really dress up like him, but he talked like him a lot. But anyway, he was like, well, we could butterfly it, but he'll have a scar. So we called the town doctor that we went to come to his office on Sunday afternoon and give me three or four stitches on my eye. So
Nice.
that happened while my parents were at the house. Like,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's just us, man. We're that's our generation.
Yeah. Yeah. We did a lot of dumb
That's
things.
always in that generation.
I mean, we legit shot BBs at each other.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
just for fun. Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh yeah.
We lived very different childhoods. Very different. But I was also pretty much an only child,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
And your family had all girls,
That's very true.
so. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so we're Gen
Yeah, yeah.
X, man. We
All
are.
right.
I don't
Fully.
remember why we were thinking your daughter was making fun of you for being Gen X. Like I don't. Kelly, you know what mulled wine is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually in one of my stories with my kid last week.
Why are you talking about drinking with your kid?
Yeah.
Weird.
In one of our stories, mulled wine.
Never heard of mulled wine.
Does the molding does it cook out the alcohol?
Yes.
Ah, well there you go. Would you rather?
Oh yeah, 'cause it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it wouldn't have any.
Yeah.
Why would you drink that?
What story was that in?
That sounds terrible.
Would you rather? Here's the would you rather question that Jim already answered.
Okay.
Would you rather have an unlimited gas tank, full gas tank,
Why are you
Or-
asking this question again?
or unlimited mulled wine? You guys can't see your facial expression, but it.
I would rather
You
have
can
an
imagine.
unlimited gas tank. Okay, do you want to hear a little funny thing and then I'll leave you alone?
Sure.
And I'm going to tell this story because I'm pretty sure our neighbor doesn't listen to your podcast. So we have a neighbor who lives across in the parking lot, not in the parking lot, across the parking lot, who's 82, sweet as can be.
You never know. She might listen to my podcast.
Okay, well, she invited me to a coffee and cookie exchange tomorrow
Okay.
at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
But I can't go because I'm at school.
Sure.
And she is like, do you
Because you're
want...
not 82.
right.
Oh.
And she was like, are you interested in coming? And I was like, well, I'm not off till 4:30 tomorrow. Actually, I don't get off till 4:30 tomorrow. I said, otherwise, I would love to go. I said, if you have any extra cookies to exchange, and... Oh, I said, if you have any cookies to exchange with apartment J4, we'd gladly accept them. And I sent like a wink, like a winky emoji, like a wink emoji. And she texted me back and she goes, well, if you have some cookies to drop off, then you can have some. Okay.
Yeah.
well, I was
It's a-
just...
It's
Those are the rules of
It's a
cookie
cookie
exchange.
exchange.
Like, I was just like...
You don't bring none, you don't get none.
I was like, okay, she did not get my little joke about, well, if you got any extra, you know.
She got it, but she ain't playing.
Yeah. That's,
Like, there's
You
no
don't-
There's no free cookie exchange here.
you youngins
This
don't
is-
understand
this
the
is-
words.
This is not the UN. We're not giving free cookies
I
here.
said, if you have any extra cookie to exchange with apartment J4, let me know. Well, you can have some, but if you can drop some off, then you can have some.
She didn't get.
And that was at noon today.
Yeah.
So I didn't respond.
Yeah.
So at 7:30 tonight, she goes, or if you can't, maybe a good friend can bring you some. So either she
She
felt
know.
guilty because I didn't
She know.
respond, or she's like, Callie ain't making cookies.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Just-
fun.
Well, Callie's not a baker. We're not a baking family. We don't bake. We cook lots of things, but we are not
I am
bakers.
not a baker family. Nope.
You know, bake.
No.
Not
Bake,
at
bake,
all.
bake.
Because the baker's gonna bake. Bake.
You gotta bake it off. Bake it off. Uh-huh. Callie,
Yes.
express your appreciation for Creed singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer last night.
She doesn't even remember. She blocked it out of her memory because it's so terrible.
I understood the words that were coming out of your mouth,
Creed.
but I don't understand the words.
The video I showed you with the guy was singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
No.
To hire.
No. This is how Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer goes.
Okay.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay, but what if it didn't go like that?
But that's how it goes.
What if it went like, Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer?
No.
There
There are certain things that go a certain
Who would
way.
have guessed that Callie wants Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
My house is too clean and I don't have anything to throw at Jim, but
You might even see that it glows.
I haven't even heard the song. I'm kind of with you, Kelly.
Thank you.
I don't really like Creed, so I would
Thank you.
guarantee Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
No,
to
the-
higher being sung by
Mother
Creed.
Reindeer used to
Not
laugh
gonna
and
be my
call
favorite
your
version.
name.
they had a little bit of a different version tonight at Northwoods, but it was still pretty traditional.
They should, if they'd known about the Creed version.
Oh,
they would
the
put that in
donkey
there.
pooped all over the stage. It was really funny. Which, I mean, it happens if you have real live animals. But it was like he pooped as he was walking off the stage. So it's like this whole trail. And the very next thing that comes up in the production is Pastor John, ready to give the salvation message. And so he's like, the donkey's going this way. And they're John, the donkey's going this way, John's going this way. And he's watching it and he's just like, all right. Thanks for the intro. So then a guy from backstage comes out with a big pooper scooper and a big broom. And so John's trying to talk and he goes, I'm just gonna let him finish. Because nobody's listening to John. Because everybody's watching the pooper scooper. So it was funny.
Yeah, I don't even know if people know what a pooper scooper is.
Everybody knows what a pooper scooper is.
Oh, our generation knows what a pooper scooper is, but I guarantee you that young people do not know what a pooper scooper is.
They have enough parents that are like, go get the poop out of the yard.
Yeah, but don't you have one of those little grabber things? You don't have a...
It's like the
Yeah,
bags.
it's a pooper scooper.
No, it's like people have bags now. They
that's true. If you
they
walk,
carry bags.
Oh,
if
that's
you
gross.
walk your dogs,
No. You want to feel the poo?
I
they
want-
have to. They have to pick it up in the grass.
City people are weird.
Yeah.
If you just mush it down in the grass, then nobody knows it's there.
Oh, then we have neighbors that are across the street from Villa Lake that call our apartment complex and complain about us not us because we don't have animals, but anyway.
But we're Team Villa Lake.
But we're
Apartments.
team-
For a while, that was
Willows.
some reels that came up on my Instagram. Is some dude returning poop to his neighbors, and he'd throw it onto their cars. It was hilariously awful. I mean,
Oh.
the whole reel is just him scooping it into a pooper scooper thing and then launching it onto the cars.
Oh my gosh. One other thing and then I'm gonna leave. I said that 5 minutes
I
ago.
know, you keep saying that.
Okay, so Namara went with me,
Yeah.
and she works for Red Cross.
Uh-huh.
They had camels on the stage, and she goes, "Where did they get those camels?" And I'm like, "I don't know. They have them every year." And she's like, "Do they have a conservation around here?" And then she starts mumbling about what are they called?
Conservations.
Conservations, and I wonder where they got those camels. And that's so interesting. I'm like, I don't know where they got the camels. They just show up every year. And so then at the very end, we had the candles, the little things where you light next to your neighbor. There's 3,000 people in Northwoods, and we all have candles. And she leans over and she goes, "This is not a good idea." Her little Red Cross mind is like, because of
Has
fire
she
safety.
never been to a Christmas
No, this was her
concert?
first time. She's very excited. Callie invited her, and she has never been to one. She's like, oh, I've never been to one of those. So this was her first ever
Oh,
time
wow.
like going to a big concert like this.
So she was like, this is not
Huh.
good.
I don't.
She's
Huh.
Roman Catholic.
I don't know if I've ever been. Roman Catholics have candles all
No.
over their churches.
Well, but not like this.
Maybe not like her. I mean,
I mean,
maybe
they
not
don't
like
hand them to
this.
people, but
Right.
they have them all over.
I don't know. It was just really cute because
Huh.
her little American Red Cross like safety mind was like,
There's also a video last night. The altar boy was swinging the censer back and forth. And this little kid was running, and just he swung it, and the kid just smacked it. And the video was like a pastor who was like, tag somebody who you don't want sitting next to you in church when this happens. I just sent it to Callie. He was just like doing this. It was like, boom!
All right. I dig it.
Callie probably thinks I'm weird. I know she thinks I'm weird, but I love the videos where people like get like fall or like get run like not get hurt bad, but like they, you know. Like there was a video the other night of a guy who was working on this goats or sheep's like enclosure, and he was like, it's so great to have goats, and then he's like kind of working on the wall, and this goat just runs up and smashes him against the building.
I watched that probably 10 times. And he was like, Callie, come here. What? You gotta come watch this. Why are we laughing at other people's miseries?
Oh, because it's hilarious.
He's just like, it's so great to have goats. Bam! Up against the wall. It's like,
Huh.
yeah.
That's funny.
Are you guys supposed to be talking about Jesus or something?
No.
It's all about Jesus.
Yeah. There was a video last night of different winter things, and there was a lady, she's in an inner tube going down like a, not even super fast, but she was just going, it's just going around in a circle all the way down the hill. Like, what?
That's funny. I really love ice videos. I like watching the traffic down the hill videos of like people just can't stop and it just keeps happening. I like watching people slide all the way down their driveways. That's hilarious.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I have lived stepping out of my house on this ice and falling flat on my back.
Oh.
Cartoon style. I mean, like
When
feet above my head, flat on my back.
When we would have to go up top of the hill when it was just a sheet of ice and try to throw salt out there. I can't tell you how many times I was just standing in one moment and the next just on my back because it was just like, oh, there's the black ice. There's the
Yeah,
there it is.
Yep. It's around.
So, but back to the question. I do like people, and I am getting grumpier and older as I get older. But I actually have discovered that I am a extroverted introvert. So like,
That just means you're getting older, man.
no, I
Like,
do like so. But here's the thing. Here's the actual definition. So like, what energizes you is kind of like, so extroverts are energized by people being around, like being around people. That doesn't energize me. Like being by myself is actually how I'm energized. And so like I'm I'm not an extroverted introvert. I said that wrong. I'm an outgoing introvert. Like I'm very outgoing, but I'm actually an introvert at heart. So I like people. I'm fine with them. But at heart,
I
I'm
really
introvert.
feel like that's just getting older.
It might be. But I don't. I think that's the way I've always been. I've always like been okay with being like, yeah, I'm just gonna chill at home. I'm not gonna go around, be around people. I don't mind being around people, but I'm 100%. I think that if I had a choice of spending Christmas alone, like I mean, I really look forward to the days where I like a Saturday where I don't have to leave the house.
Mm.
Like those are days that I'm like, hallelujah. Like
Okay.
so it even gets harder sometimes for me to just even like. I mean, during COVID, there was definitely days where like I have to get out of the house, but I've been there for like 5 days in a row. But so I don't know. That's where I mean, and maybe I've changed over the years, but that's definitely where I live at now. Maybe it's because I'm older, or maybe I've always been this way, and it's. But I would like I'm outgoing, so I don't mind meeting people, and I don't mind meeting new people, and I don't have any problems with those social situations and being able to social in those times. But I do think that I have some like my energy. I have to if I spend time with people, I do have to come back and like energize at home.
Hmm.
So
Sure. I get it.
Oh, now we get to the funny Christmas would you rather questions.
Oh. Okay.
What in the world? These are not funny. Huh. What? Alright. Whoever wrote this, I'm going to shame them right now.
Okay. Shaming people.
I shouldn't shame people, but funny Christmas would you rather questions. Let me read you this question, and you rate this on a scale of 1 to hilarious.
Okay.
1 being not hilarious at all, hilarious being hilarious.
Okay.
Would you rather write a letter or send an email to Santa?
That's a funny one?
That's into the funny.
Huh. I don't care. That one, it doesn't evoke anything.
I know, it's not funny.
It's not funny, and it's not interesting.
No.
Like, I don't know.
If you were some kind of anti-email person, maybe.
Yeah, who
How
cares?
dare you ask me to write an email? How dare you, sir?
Yeah, I don't. Nobody's trying to make writing letters to Santa super efficient, so it really doesn't matter. Like, I don't. Email, letter, doesn't matter.
I don't even know how this would work, but this is interesting to me. So here we go. Would you rather have what you touch freeze or fall apart like snow?
Fall apart like snow.
Yeah. I'm guessing that the rules are we can't touch people. Unless it's like Terminator. What was that, 2 or 3 where he melts and then he
Oh, yeah.
comes
and then
back
he
together.
comes back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. They freeze him, shatter him, comes back together. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's 2. Everything I touch? How do you eat? How do you survive?
It's either a popsicle or a... that's why I said it was interesting.
Okay.
How do you drink coffee?
That would suck.
You touched the cup and it fell apart like snow? Or if you froze it, now you just have a coffee popsicle?
Drink it through a straw or something? I don't understand. I'm going snow.
Yeah. Particular reason why?
I think it looks cooler.
I agree. I think your life would be easier with the freezing, though.
You think so? I mean, yeah, because everything would just become an icicle. Or
Yeah.
So there you go. You got your food taken care of. I guess.
What strange would you rather questions? Probably should have read some. Probably should have researched some before I did a podcast.
Yeah. Well, like we said, spur of the moment, man. That's how it goes.
Yeah. What strange questions? There's just I'm just reading them. They're not good would you rather questions, and they're strange. Let me give you another example. Not to shame these people. I'm not even telling you where I'm getting from. So, would you rather have a pet reindeer or a snowman that does not melt?
snowman that doesn't melt. My wife has a ton of those. Now, pet reindeer seems like a lot of work. You need a paddock. You need a place for him to live. They're ugly. I mean, have you ever seen a reindeer in person?
Well,
They're kind of ugly.
Just the one. Scott Strapp sings about it. He's got a red nose. It's a really good song.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, they have a winter coat and a summer coat, and so when they're mid-shed,
Yeah.
which is 2 times a year,
Yeah.
like they're not pretty, and they stink.
Would you rather be a talking snowman or a flying reindeer?
Talking snowman. He seemed to have more fun. Rudolph has like a job to do.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well, I don't know. There are reindeer games.
yeah,
But
but
they-
Rudolph never got to play him.
Right, but all the other reindeer fly too. Rudolph just red nose guides them through the foggy Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Yeah, can you be a backup? Are there backup flying reindeer?
Sure.
What are their names? Why
Well,
does nobody care about them?
because they're not the fun. They're not the main stars.
Huh.
What a terrible question. Would you rather? I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Would you
I mean,
rather
you can't
have,
say that and not read it.
Would you rather have the 3 Christmas ghosts that visited Scrooge visit you,
Okay.
or shovel snow all day long?
What? That's funny. Ah, that's a funny one. Look, we found a funny one.
It's not funny because it's funny though.
It kind of is. I mean, like,
It's
what?
Just
It's weird.
insane. Would you rather?
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Rather get visited by all 3 of the ghosts, which honestly wouldn't be that bad.
yeah. If you're not a terrible person, I mean, the reason the ghost visits were bad is because Scrooge is a bad person. Like, he's a terrible person. And so they're like, hey,
'Cause
terrible
it's
person.
Past, present, and future, right?
Right. Yeah.
And past was just reminding him of his childhood.
The things that hurt him in the past.
The present was mainly
Seeing
Cratchit's
Cratchit's family.
family,
Tiny Tim.
and then the future is his grave. Like he visits his grave,
Yeah. Where, like, nobody, like, he's forgotten. Like, he's just,
right?
nobody cares about him.
Which eventually that's where we all end up anyway. So it's
Right.
not really all that
But
depressing
people
to
might
me.
care about you. People will miss
I mean, to a point, in 100 years, nobody's going to care about me.
unless you time travel 100 years.
I mean, unless we go down that road.
We don't have time to go down that road.
That one we might have to bounce that one around a little
Yeah.
bit and then come back to that one. But I'm just saying, I mean, what relatives do you care about 100 years ago?
I don't.
None.
I mean, yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, I genuinely think getting visited by those 3, I mean, it'd be creepy because there's ghosts
Right.
giving me time travel stuff. But
Right.
other than that, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, the alternative
and shoveling
is
snow
shoveling
all day.
snow all day.
Is it heavy snow or light snow?
It doesn't say. It just says you have to shovel snow all day.
Is it an 8-hour day or is it like?
Yeah, we'll give it 8 hours. 8 hours shoveling snow.
With a lunch break, 15. Like,
Well,
is this a? This is,
I mean, we gotta follow the union rules.
this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if we're going unionized,
Yeah.
oh, 8 hours of shoveling snow, no problem.
I just we just have. They're just don't really have anything to do with each other.
That's
Just-
true. There's
just-
no overlap in those.
Would you rather
Would you rather have a scary dream
have
or
something,
work all day?
something scary or have back-breaking labor? Huh? Be careful which one you choose.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
It's like, would you rather be scared or someone punch you in the face? Like, I just,
Hmm.
yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm. Yeah.
Would you rather?
Okay, would you rather? You gotta redeem this, I hope, because man, those were
I have
really
no
good.
idea. We're gonna try this though.
Okay, we're
'cause I had a
headed in
thought.
some direction.
Would you rather have all your Christmas meals come to you as Christmas cookies, whatever flavors you want, or
Yes.
Christmas pie?
Oh. Ooh.
So you can have whatever you, as creative as you can be,
Yeah.
it can be a cookie.
Yeah.
Or as creative as you could be, it can be a pie.
All right. I feel like there's a right answer here, but I'm thinking through both
Hmm.
because there's some pros and cons to both.
Mm-hmm.
For efficiency's sake, like having a Christmas meal delivered in cookie form appeals to me.
Okay.
But having the pie kind
Is-
of the
Is your ham a soft cookie or is it a crunchy cookie?
I feel like I'm like for some reason in my mind they're all like crunchy cookies, but they have the flavors
Okay.
of Christmas dinner.
Okay.
So, but see, the pie kind of makes me think casserole,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, and I do like a good casserole. Hot dish for you Minnesotans.
That's true. Hot dishes.
Good Southern casserole, though. It's kind of like
It might be bending the rules though,
yeah.
because you can't quite get to a casserole. It has to become in pie form.
Right, but like a chicken chicken pot pie is a pie,
That's true.
and that's pretty casserole-ish.
Mm-hmm. That's true. With the right substitutions, you could get a ham,
Ham pie.
sweet potato, something or other pie. Ham, green beans, and I don't know what else happened in there.
Oh, I don't know if I told you this.
Okay.
DiGiorno. They made a Thanksgiving pizza
Oh.
that had turkey on it, and it had cranberries on it, and it had gravy as kind of the liquid portion of it,
Okay.
and it was Detroit style, so it was a very crunchy, like good crust, and green beans was on it,
Interesting.
and Callie and I had it, and we didn't hate it.
Huh.
We
Okay.
we'd probably eat it again.
All right.
So
Look for the Thanksgiving pie.
yeah, pizza pie.
Pizza
Thanksgiving.
pie. Huh.
Yeah.
So is that your final answer then?
Ah man.
You're going pie?
Well, you
I'll
changed.
I'll give you a pizza pie.
Like, you changed my mind because I thought of that and I was like, that was really good. We thought we could improve it by putting mashed potatoes in the crust. So almost like a shepherd's pie kind
Sure.
of thing going on there.
Right.
It was still good just with the regular pizza crust, but you know what? Yeah, final answer: Christmas dinner as a pizza pie.
Okay. Okay.
It was good as Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving dinner was actually pretty delicious. So
All right.
yeah. So you gotta have cookies.
I gotta have cookies,
Yeah.
which is okay because I think I will have. I mean, you just think about the variations in all the Christmas cookies that are out there.
Mhm.
Just thinking cookies,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get to add any kind of creative, like dinner style.
Yeah.
So I got a good combination of crunchy and soft
Yeah.
and various shapes, and yeah, I like it. I'll take the cookies.
All right, Rebecca, you have a new challenge. Christmas dinner cookies.
Christmas dinner cookies.
Make them for us. We will test them out. Christmas dinner pot.
On
pizza
Sunday,
pie.
she experimented with cookies. They were good. She made a specific Christmas. It was like a mix between gingerbread and spritzer cookies.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
So there's this thing called the kolache,
Okay.
and Peoria just got a new kolache restaurant.
Okay.
It's on Knoxville, up by OSF, kind of towards where the Long John Silver and Burger King and
Oh, yeah.
Taco Bell is
Okay.
right over there. It's on the other side of the road.
Mm-hmm.
And a kolache is like it's kind of a German Polish like bread, like it's a dough that then you put stuff in it and then like
Mhm.
bake it.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like mac and cheese ones and sausage ones and
Mhm.
breakfast ones, sausage and gravy, like
Mhm.
biscuits kind of, but like with a kolache.
Mhm.
And then they have fruit ones like that. So like that's what I think of when I think about like a cookie, like having that kind of like
Oh,
dough,
sure.
but it's a pocket that you then shove something in there, like
Mhm.
dressing and turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back to cookies, man. I was on the pizza pie, but now
Okay.
I'm back to kolaches.
We gotta bounce back and forth. That's
Yeah.
all right.
But I want to go. I haven't been to
I like
that.
food.
I haven't been to that restaurant yet. So,
Hmm.
but it's like a breakfast. Like it's a big breakfast staple in like Texas. Like a
Oh,
lot
sure.
of Czech. It's. I guess it's more Czech. I don't know why I said German and Polish, but it's more Czechoslovakian. So like the Czechs.
Sure.
There's a couple of like right outside of Waco is a town called West.
Hmm.
And it's not in West Texas. So West Texas is not in West Texas.
Okay.
It's in West Texas is in Central Texas.
Of course.
But it is a big Czechoslovakian like community.
Hmm.
They have a bakery there that's famous for their like Czech foods, and like
Oh, sure.
kolaches are a big portion of that.
I got
So, it was also famous because they had a I think a grain elevator or a fertilizer thing blew up and kind of leveled the town. So it was,
Bummer.
I think that's what that was.
Hmm.
West Texas got leveled. So, well, Callie and I were up here, I think, when that happened.
Hmm.
Let's see what Google says. All right, let's do at least let's finish with at least a spiritual thought. West Texas tragedy. Yeah, the West Fertilizer Company, it blew up and ignited ammonium nitrate, killed 15 people, destroyed homes, schools, and businesses.
That's a bummer.
So that was West Texas, which again is in Central Texas, not West Texas. But as you reflect on an Advent season and you think about a new year, what are you thinking about as far as your spiritual walk? Anything that you're focusing on or want to focus on as you head into a new year? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to find those things that I'm not really given over to God. Trying to intentionally look for those things. And get rid of or acquire what God has for me. Get rid of what He doesn't want for me and acquire what He has for me. And I guess the reason that my mind is there, or the best way maybe I can flip that over to something more, I don't know, relatable, or best way I can communicate it is by turning to the Old Testament and just thinking about how God disciplined Israel through the Exodus. I mean through the exile, as in he had years of prophets telling Israel, stop with your idols. Stop with your idols. Stop with your idols. And as much as I want to say that I'm on the side of the prophets, the people falling for the idols are probably more like me than the prophets. If I read through the prophets, they're weird. I mean, you got guys burying underwear and wearing it after a year of being buried in a river. You got guys laying on their side for a year and eating off of dung. And the only reason God allows him to use cow dung is because he complained about using human dung. Like, they're weird, man. The prophets are weird. There's multiples of them that marry prostitutes. It's not just Hosea. They're for the same purpose. I mean, like, God tells all of them, basically, you're doing this so that you can get Israel's attention so they can turn from their idols. And I'm a pretty normal guy, and so that makes me worried. I mean, it makes me go, so where are my idols?
Right.
Because I get that we don't have shrines in the corner of our living rooms anymore. But that's not the idols that God was talking about. I mean, in Israel's context,
sometimes it was definitely those idols, but
that was the outpourings of what God was talking about.
Right.
But it originates in, I'm putting my trust in this thing because this thing is going to solve my problems here.
Right. Well, it's why you get to the Sermon on the Mount and Jesus starts talking about, like, if you allow yourself to hate in your heart, then you've committed, like, it's just the same as committing murder. Like,
Right.
because it's not I on the inside I am rotten and torn up, but at least I didn't do anything on the outside. Like, Jesus isn't like, that's not the consolation prize. Like, that's not what we're going for here. It's like,
Right.
it's having that clean heart, and if you have a clean heart, then you won't have the idols in the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
but
So-
not just having the idols in the corner is not a sole indication that you have a clean heart.
Right.
And so
Well, and nowadays it's not going to be an idol in the corner.
right.
What it's going to be is it takes an intentional evaluation of what you're putting your trust in. And so if your trust is in your bank account, if your trust is in your physical abilities, if your trust is in your intelligence, if your trust is in your family, I mean, it gets really hard really fast because there's good things that you're supposed to trust.
Yeah.
They make for terrible gods, though. And so I'm trying really hard to get rid of the things that I know I should be getting rid of. Because we all have those things. We're all at that point at some level of, and I mean, you can call them even addictions. I mean, if you find yourself grabbing for your phone without thinking about it, I would argue that might be verging on an addiction, you know? Like, if you can't be bored, if you can't just sit and be, you need some kind of distraction.
Yeah.
That might be an addiction. And I say that, and I go home and I sit on the couch and veg out for a while, and watch movies or whatever. And so, and maybe it's just that time of year where now I'm being very introspective and trying to find those things and figure out what to do with them.
Yeah.
And I think when you really think about it, and just what Israel went through as far as not listening, he always provided.
Yeah.
And throughout those prophets, they always say, he will be with you. Yeah, he's going to discipline you. And there's some language there that if you take it out of context, it basically annihilates Israel.
Right.
It eliminates them from being a people anymore. And yet, at the end of those prophecies, or, I mean, somewhere in those prophecies, in various prophecies, they all still say, I'm still going to depend on God.
Right.
And so, I don't know. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm evaluating. And when you come up to Christmas season and all the busy and all the gift giving, I think maybe that's why I landed on gifts. Is because, yeah, it just, I want people to see love and care through the gifts that I give, not provision. I'm not trying to provide for you as I give you a gift. I'm just trying to show you
Right.
love and care, and to be honest, and I don't have a lot of money, so it's not going to be provision. It's just going to be something that you throw away eventually. Like, that's just what it is going to be.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that's where my brain is, trying to go deep in my heart and find those idols. And the hardest thing is, as soon as you throw one out the window, there's 4 more that pop up underneath it,
Right.
because that's the way Jesus goes, which sounds discouraging. That I say that, and it can sound discouraging. That's not actually discouraging. What that is it's what that is getting me closer to the heart of Jesus. So as you find those idols, as you find those things that you trust in, as you find those things that you're like, this is the solution to this. The more that you can hand that to God, the more your faith, the more He steps in and says, and opens your eyes to how He's operating in faith, how He operates through you in faith. And, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think I guess how I would describe it sounds like to me, to throw something at, like, the closer you get to the light, the more the shadowed parts of your heart are revealed. So like the further away you are from the light, some of those things are in shadow and you just don't see them. But so you don't notice the smudges on your face or the stuff that you can't see because it's dark. And then as you expose it to the light, suddenly you see it clearer now. And so some of that, like that journey of like seeing more things, is that you've gotten closer to the light. And so that thing that you were like, oh, I got to get this out of the way, you get that out of the way, and it's like, oh, the light now shows me that I've got these things I need to work on. Because we all do. We all, so it's not a discouragement, it's here's the next step in the journey.
Sure. I like to compare it to education, of like, as you go through high school, you're learning all this stuff and you question at every step, why is this important at all? And then you get to college and you start to realize, oh, some of that actually really is important to me. Might not, and some of it I can get rid of and specialize in. And then you start getting into a specific area of study or education, or maybe you don't even go to college, you just start an apprenticeship, or you start working and you start getting good at your job, and you start being able to start your job, and almost in the first 10 minutes you know what your day is going to be. Because you get to a point of being like, well, this is how this is going to go, and this is how that's going to go.
I think well, that's the thing, is like
there's still always a better way. I mean, there's still always like new aspects to it, or like, oh, that's a new way to do things. Like there's still a new specific way to get through that moment.
I guess what it comes to my mind is kind of like learning like to play the guitar. Like I'm much more attuned to when something goes wrong on stage, like or if somebody plays a wrong note or somebody sings like a little bit off. Like I'm much more in tune to that. Like I notice. I try not to make a big deal about it. I'm like but then there's sometimes that Callie and I are like, ooh, I was rough. But like then I realize that there are other people who just don't have that. They haven't practiced music. They don't like they might hear a little, and they might be like, I don't think that's as good as that other thing I heard, but they don't actually like know that like it's off. But the more you know how it's supposed to sound and how like where things when it doesn't sound right, sometimes because you've done the things and you're like, oh, that's not right. Then you're able to be more aware of what it should sound like and what and so it reveals to you then like the things that you just didn't hear before. Suddenly you're like, oh, I'm hearing that it's off key because I now know what it means to be on key. And so sometimes, like with walking with Jesus, sometimes that's the way it is. It's like, now I know this because I've learned this.
Yeah.
Now I see what I didn't see before
Yeah.
because I just didn't have an ear or an eye to see it.
Right.
Or like with you with woodworking. I mean, there's stuff that you could probably say, 5 years ago, you would not have known, like, you wouldn't have understood how something was built, or like what if something looked off, you'd be like, you might be like, oh, that seems off, but you wouldn't know. But now you could be like, oh, well, they did this, and that's not how you should do that, or they
Sure.
made the mistake here,
Yeah.
because you have so much more
Yeah.
familiarity with it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And I think, yeah. And so, yeah, I think all that is relevant to how we find the idols in our hearts. It's not a discouraging thing. It's if I get rid of this, or if I can understand this about how I operate, I can operate in community better.
Right.
I can operate with Jesus better.
Yeah, the melody, you can hear the melody better.
Yeah.
You'll understand where it's off key, where
Yeah.
you're off key.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't know, then you're fine with just banging on the keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
How about you? What you think? And you're going through Advent. You guys are all marching through
yeah,
this
but
thing.
I'm gonna blame Tom Nossinger, our mutual friend.
Okay. I just
he
had
made
breakfast with him.
he made me think through 1 Peter 4:8, which is above all, love each other deeply, for his love covers a multitude of sins. And of course, anytime you do that, you'll think through a verse and you write a little. I had to write a 1.5-minute speech. Basically, it's like a little meditation for work, and like, so it's got to be pretty focused, like it, because you can't just dive into everything. But what it really brought to my attention was, so there's some great prophets called the Lumineers.
Okay.
And a long time ago, they wrote a song called, oh man, which one was it? Man, I forgot the name of the song, but they, I'll have to think of it. But anyway, there's a lyric in there that goes like this: the opposite of love is indifference. And I think you can find that in Scripture as well. Like, in Revelation, where he talks about, he's like, you're neither hot nor cold, you're just indifferent to me. Like, and he's like, I wish that you were one or the other. And so, but what it points out is that for me, to not be loving, like, there's a path that you could walk where you could not be hateful or ugly or wrongly act towards someone and still not love them. You could be indifferent to them. You could just make yourself where you don't care about them. And so when Jesus says love your neighbor as yourself, and then he says and even more beyond that, love your enemy, like, he's not, like, the challenge is not don't hate them, although that is part of love. But it's like Dallas Willard talks about it, like, you're always wanting, your will is to want the good, the most thing that's the best, the good thing for the other person. That's what love is that you're willing to seek the best thing for that other person. And the easy thing is to be like, well, I'm just gonna be indifferent about you because I don't know that I can love you because of what you've done to me, because of the things that I've perceived from you, the things that I feel, and so just the fact that like, with the world, even, or with our world, our community, it can be very easily just to be like, I'm just gonna not think about that. I'm not gonna, because I don't want to have to think about that. And so the challenge for me is to go, where have I allowed myself to become indifferent? Where have I allowed myself to not just not be unloving? Like, I'm not unkind. Very rarely am I ever unkind. I'm not to let me toot my own, look how kind I am. But I have a very good nature. I realize that I'm very kind, very patient. That's just how I walk. I don't have some of those things that go over the edge, you know. So very rarely am I unkind or rude to people. But it's easy to be indifferent because that means I don't have to put the effort in to really love them. And so because I had to write that and then do a little meditation about it, now I have to think about it.
There you go. Yeah, that's how that goes.
And like it's just, it can be so overwhelming to think about. Like, you don't have to fix, and I'm not in charge of the world and fixing all the problems of the world. And so there are times where I'm like, I'm going to turn off social media. I'm going to turn off some of the voices that cause me to have stress about what's going on with the world and all those things. But what I think I have to be careful about is not then turning on the indifference of being like, well, I just do what I do, and I don't have to worry about anybody else.
Sure.
And I mean, there is a, you know, there's even a little bit of a disconnect for me, or able to disconnect from church, where I'm just like, oh, that thing's going on. That's not my circus, not my monkeys.
Sure.
Don't have to, like, I can be indifferent about that. And sometimes that's okay. Like, I'm not saying you have to have your nose in every little piece of business that happens in the world.
Right.
But the danger is like, if it should be, like, if you're being called to be in something, if God's putting something in your life, then you have to be careful about being indifferent about it. And because especially the church community, especially the community that you're believers in, is that you're called to love deeply, and loving deeply is pretty much the opposite of indifference. And so if you're called to love deeply, but you're allowing indifference to rule your life towards fellow believers, which I have in my life have done, and maybe still am. I'm meditating on where I need to figure out get my life together that way. So it's like, how do I love well? How do I get rid of indifference? Because the truth is that it's hard. To love your enemy, like, it's easy to say, it's actually hard to do. And I don't even have a real enemy. Like, I have people who I feel like have done me wrong, or have been rude to me, or have, slighted me in some way, or, but they're not enemy. Like, they're not. I don't live in their headspace of like, oh, I've got to take that Paul guy down. But they have been uncaring towards me. They have, at least from my outside looking in, and so I have in turn allowed myself to be indifferent to them. And so, but Jesus is like, no, you need to love your enemy, meaning you need to seek the thing. That doesn't mean, and I think this is where it gets very hard, and that's why a minute and a half is super hard. Love doesn't mean that you just gloss over whatever somebody does. Sometimes the most loving thing to do is offer correction, is to say, hey, we need to correct some things, we need to restore some things, because that's what good loving parents do. That's what good loving friends do. Like, we've lost, sometimes in some way we lose that because we think that love is just this gentle, oh, if I love you, then I just let you do whatever. But as a parent, that's not the statement that you want to make.
Right.
Because I love you, I'm going to put boundaries. Because I love you, I'm going to correct when you go over those boundaries. Because I love you, I'm going to bring you back and restore you. But you can't do all those things if you just go, you know what, it's cool, just do whatever you want. I love you. And that's like the fluffiness of love that we have sometimes substituted. I mean, Jesus comes to Peter after Peter has denied him 3 times. And he's like, Peter, do you love me? And Peter's like, you know that. And Jesus is like, all right, dude. Then go do what I told you to do. Like, go feed my sheep. Like, don't. He's restoring, but he's also rebuking him, because Peter, as far as we can tell, it seems in John that Peter has said, I'm going back to my life of being a fisherman. Like, he's not going to fish He's not back on the water because he's like, hey, it's a weekend, I'm going to go fish like a hobby like we would. He's actually gone back to his old life. I mean, he's a fisherman again. And Jesus is just like, no, like,
Yeah.
that's not what you're called to do. Do you love me? Yes, you know I love you. Then go do what I told you to do. Like, I mean, he didn't say it that way necessarily, but that was loving rebuke and correction. And I'm not good at that because I don't like conflict. I don't like. I mean, sometimes I internalize like maybe I'm the problem, like you know, and then try to fix myself. So then, but then that just leads. Well, if I'm not the problem, then those people are the problem. But I don't know what to do with that, so I'm just not gonna think about it. I'm gonna become indifferent to it. So how do I keep from doing that? And then how do I do the courageous part of loving? That is hard. So that's what I'm. That's my Christmas wish.
Okay.
As I think through that, that's kind of what as I think about Advent and all the other things. There's lots of other Advent thoughts, but that's been the thing that's like, where am I indifferent? And where should I speak up? Where should I push myself to be a little bit more confrontational, to be a little bit more, hey, this isn't this. We need to hash this thing out, whatever this is, so that we can be in good relationship. So,
all good things.
All right. Well, it's like it's time for you to go because you got to drive home, and it's
time
already
for me
10
to go.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, this will be our last podcast of the year, I would imagine.
I'd hope so.
This is our Christmas hot podcast. We will. I would imagine we'll start again in 2026. But for all you listeners,
Who's to know? Maybe Jesus will come back.
He might. 2025.
Well, I'll be vapor. Is that how this is gonna work? We get sucked off first, and then tribulation, or tribulation first. Or are we in the 1,000 years already? Is that?
For all you guys listening, hope you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and hopefully Joe and I will catch you on the flip side, and maybe we'll answer the questions about that he just asked.
No,
I doubt it.
We won't answer those questions.
I doubt it because I don't have any answers for those questions. So
we could talk about it. You can come up with your own answers.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna talk about that stuff, then we're gonna talk about if we travel in the future and you meet yourself, whether you have one or two souls.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what we'll talk about.
Well, one or two souls, or yeah.
But we can't give away our TV show idea. That one's gold still.
Oh, that was pretty gold.
You should contact your cousin that writes screenplays.
Oh yeah.
Because I know he would love for you to go, I got an idea for you.
Yeah, because I'm sure he doesn't get that all the time.
John Wick, but he travels 10 years into the future every time he kills someone.
Fun. Now who am I supposed to kill?
And he's searching for the right person.
Where's my dog?
He's searching for the right person. Like, if he kills the right person, he gets to stay. So he's got to try to find the...
All right.
Oh, man. That is a good book. Ah, I got another story.
Now
I got another idea.
Now we got another whole nother TV. That's whole nother TV show. All right. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, like, what if the right person he's got to kill is, like, a kid?
Like, that makes it dark, man. You just went way dark.
But he can't kill a kid because he's like, he's John, you know, like he's got that gold heart, right? And so like he's
right.
Like, so he's got to choose if that's really the test. Is that really the test? Is that you really? Is that how whoever's controlling this jumping into the future? that's the test. Like, I mean,
okay. I mean,
he's not gonna kill the kid. That's a spoiler for my future book that I'm writing, but he's not gonna. So like he's gotta, like that's part of the turmoil. Is like he can't do it.
That's the wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like a hard wrestle. Just don't kill the kid.
Right, but if it's between like you getting to stay where you're at,
just don't kill the kid.
But you got like
Just don't kill a kid.
but you got your wife and your own
Don't
kid.
kill a kid.
You got your wife and your own kid that you're about to miss out on 10 whole years if you don't make the right decision.
But you don't kill a kid.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying humans are selfish.
Oh.
So,
Are we that selfish that we... I mean, I guess humanity is.
are you and I? Probably not. I don't think we are.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You gotta
we're
write a show that's interesting to you. If you write a show that gets into the weird ideas and why are we talking about this? I just said goodbye. I gotta drive home and I'm already tired.
I'm not going to kill
It's
the
late, man. It's
I
late.
just wanted to be clear. I'm not going to kill the kid, but that is a plot device you could use.
I guess if that's... Stay tuned. We'll come back to this in 2026.
Maybe. We probably won't remember. So if you have more questions about
Whatever. This podcast proves that we just continually talk on a loop. I mean, how many overlaps did we do this episode? Like we did at least two overlaps.
What if he doesn't kill the kid? He kills somebody else. He jumps 10 years into the future, looks back, and he finds out that kid was like Hitler-like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Makes you think.
You don't kill a kid. I don't know what to tell
His
you.
only chance to stop a second Holocaust.
Was Hitler like?
Yeah. If he'd done the right thing.
Well, then it wasn't his. It wasn't his deal. Think about how many. So there you go. You just brought that up. Think about how many people could have stepped in to Hitler or Stalin or any of the other. I mean, all of the genocides that have happened over the multiple centuries that we've been on this planet. Think about the people that are sitting on their couch going, you know, if I just would have told him no. Like, there's got to be a couple people throughout history that like, I probably shouldn't have backed him there because that gave him way more props than he needed.
I mean...
Just saying.
I mean, it kind of brings up questions about our world right now.
Do you kill the kid? No, you don't kill a kid.
I'm not
You
killing
just
the
don't
kid. I'm just saying it makes for an interesting moral dilemma, and you have to have those.
Yeah,
in
but
stories.
those have been done and done and done. That's in every modern day military movie now. They have to kill a kid.
I don't watch movies, so I don't know.
I'm telling you, if there's a movie and they go to the Middle East,
There is no movie where if you kill somebody, you jump 10 years into the future, or you don't.
okay,
That is-
yes, that aspect is ours, but you keep giving it away, so somebody's gonna write it.
Please do. I want to hear this story, and I doubt I'll
Because
write it.
apparently you're gonna write a better story. Because Paul can only think about killing kids.
I'm not thinking about killing kids. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just said it was a possible plot line, but it's not. It's nothing set in stone yet.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple military movies where they go over to the Middle East,
It's like, do I kill this kid?
and it's like,
Just
do
don't
I
kill
kill
the
the kid, or that or the explosion that I caused killed a kid, and now I'm traumatized for the rest of my life, and now I got to make
Well,
up
it's
for
an
it.
allegory for your loss of your own innocence, and so like, do you like betray your own good-naturedness?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's been done a
It's an
lot.
allegory.
It's been done a lot.
You're destroying your child.
Okay, but it's been done
Your
a lot.
innocence.
Find a new one. Go back to animals.
I don't think
Maybe by the time you write this and actually it starts getting
I don't think you
momentum.
understand how Hollywood works. Because if it worked
I
once,
do. I do.
we're gonna do it again.
I'm begging you. I'm begging you, Hollywood. Anybody that's listening, stop doing the same things.
All right, I'm not writing this book. I'm probably, and there definitely is.
You
no
will
killing.
write the book. You will.
There is no killing of kids.
There won't be killing of kids.
No, but a short story about a guy that does jump 10 years into the future at key points in his life is pretty interesting, and I might write that.
It does kind of sound interesting.
I might write that story, but no killing kids from the beginning. All right, well, have a Merry Christmas, Jim, and Merry Christmas, you guys listen. Happy New Year. We will catch you in 2026, most likely.
Feliz Navidad.
Fleas on a dog. Thanks for listening on Broken Ground. You are our favorite people. And have a good night.